Hello everybody, it is I, your favorite VTuber Android Arrowhead, here with some more Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. We are on the second trial of Turnabout Goodbyes, and boy oh boy am I really happy to get back into this. Alright, so, for those who don't remember, we barely beat Von Karma for the first trial, but we're basically just surviving. We're, like, riding by the skin of our teeth here. My audio's still up, oh no. Alright. Anyway, fix that. Point is, ultimately, we just barely have any real evidence at the moment to prove that Edgeworth isn't guilty, and we're gonna have to prove that with this next trial. But will we? You'll find out in a sec. Anyway. District Court number, whatever, December 27th. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Miles Edgeworth. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Very well, apparently the prosecution is also ready. Who is the judge here anyway? Who is the judge here anyway? Mr. Von Karma, your opening statement. Very well, no opening statements, so, Not so fast, Judge. I was taking a meaningful pause before speaking. Right, of course. A prediction. Today's trial will end 3 minutes from now. I love how they made Von Karma just like an absolute anime villain. He's just like the guy, you know? I am threatening. I am Von Karma. He's even got a cool name. He's very imposing. Order! Order! Mr. Von Karma, what is the meaning of your statement just now? Bah! Must you question everything? It will be over in 3 minutes. We have no time to waste. I'll call my witness now. I'll call my witness now. Right. I call my witness. My decisive witness to the stand. It's that mysterious boat shop owner. Witness, state your profession. I own the spaghetti store. Honestly, I forgot what voice I gave this guy last time. I know it was like a character voice, but I don't remember which one. It was like, fuck, I'd have to go back and check. I don't know. Huh? I am the proprietor of the restaurant, the Wet Noodle at Guard Lake. And I also rent boats. The night of the incident, you were in the boat rental shop, correct? Yep, I was. Please testify. Wait a second. We still haven't heard who this old guy is. Oh, wait a minute. The witness hasn't stated his name yet. Because I did not ask him, Mr. Wright. Bah! I have predicted this trial will end in 3 minutes. Stop asking trivial questions and cooperate. Yeah, right. The witness will state his name. Well, I'm not really sure, yep. What do you mean? My, memory, Your Honor. The witness does not remember anything beyond the last several years. Ergo, he cannot recall his own name. He can't recall, you say? Yes, but the incident in question took place 3 days ago. He can testify. Very well. Let's hear his testimony then, shall we? Witness. It was the night of the 24th, just after midnight, yep. I was in the restaurant where I rent boats, as usual. And then I heard a bang, yep. When I looked out at the window, I saw a boat just floating on the lake. And heard another bang. Just about then, the boat comes back to shore and a man walks by my window. Very well. I'd like to begin the cross-examination. There is nothing to question in my witness's testimony. There is nothing to question in my witness's testimony. Ergo, no need for cross-examination. Besides, there are only 10 seconds left before our 3 minutes are up. Judge, your verdict, now. Yes, Mr. Wright? What are you saying? Of course I'll cross-examine the witness. What are you saying? Of course I'll cross-examine the witness. Very well, you may begin. Blah, 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 blah. Excuse me, Mr. Von Karma? 3 minutes just passed. I see. Well then, let's just take our time. This judge is very forgiving. My god. The judge has probably seen the most shit in all the Ace Attorney games, and he has to sit through all of these trials. This guy. He's got a history. You can see it in his eyes. His cold, dead, lifeless eyes. You may cross-examine the witness. Cross-examination. The night of the murder. Okay, yeah, that lines up. That doesn't, but whatever. Bang, yep. Yep. Another bang. Try that. By your window? Yep, by my window. Right outside the window of my little shack. And could you see the man's face? Well, the fog was pretty darn thick, but he was right there in front of me. I saw him. This is a rather important detail. Please add it to your testimony. This is a rather important detail. Please add it to your testimony. Tisk, tisk, tisk. I have a bad feeling about this. Ew. That man was the defendant. He was saying, I can't believe he's dead. And it contradicts that. Huh. Well, if they rented the boat, they should be able to, like, check who rented the boat, right? Or, like, he should know, because he gave them the boat. Are you sure? Oh. Dad! Dead certain, Keith. He said, I can't believe he's dead as he was walking by, too. Witness, are you sure that the person you saw was Miles Edgeworth? It was him, that Edgeworth boy. It was him, that Edgeworth boy. Because he was like falling over as he did it. This sounds like decisive evidence indeed. I see no room for doubt. What karma? He lured me into a cross-examining so he could set me up for a fall. Tisk. Nick, I don't like the way things are going here. And I don't like the way things are going there either, Maya. Everyone in the courtroom is glaring at us. I'd better act quick or this trial is going to be over. Your Honor, you proved in yesterday's trial that it could not have been Edgeworth who fired that gun. Mr. Wright, are you referring to the fingerprints from Edgeworth's right hand found on the gun, and the photograph showing the man firing with his left hand? Exactly. That is easily explainable. He could have wiped his prints after he fired. You're ignoring the truth of the matter here. Everything in this witness's testimony is true. Judge is lost in thought. What should I do? Your Honor, the witness claims that Edgeworth said, "I can't believe he's dead." But his word is all we have. If he were telling a lie... Mr. Wright, in a court of law, the evidence tells all. Apparently, you have yet to realize even this basic fact. If you say his testimony is a lie, show us proof. Nick, do we have evidence? It's no good. There's nothing I can do. Are you sure? To be honest, I don't know what to do anymore. Please. Can you hear me, sis? Please. We need your help. Nick needs you. Tisk, tisk, tisk. 3 minutes was perhaps too high an expectation. However, 15 minutes isn't bad. This must be a new record. Enough. The witness may leave the stand. Wait, we do have evidence. The parrot. This court sees no reason to further prolong the trial, nor is there any need for more time to decide the case against the defendant. This case is extremely clear. I see no room for misinterpretation of the facts. What? No! This court finds the defendant, Mr. Miles Edgeworth. Wait, did I fuck up? The accused will surrender to the court immediately, to be held in pending trial at a higher court within a month from today's date. That is all. The court is adjourned. Wait, did I fuck up? Actually, though? No? Okay. Who was that just now? Me. Uh-huh. Fucking Larry? What are you doing here? Listen, you gotta listen to me. I was there in the park in the night of the murder. I wasn't sure about it until just yesterday. But today I remembered it. Remembered what? The gunshot. I heard it too. Order. What is the meaning of this? The verdict has been decided. I call for adjournment. One moment, Mr. Von Karma. So you say you heard a gunshot? Yeah, I did. A gunshot that night. I was sitting here in the audience listening to the testimony, and then I realized something he said was different from what I remember. Anyhow, I can't just sit here and let you call Edgy a murderer. It's just not right. I'll testify. Let me testify. Oh, the power of butts. Order. Order. Well, this is the first time something has happened like this in my court. Ever since Mr. Wright showed up, shit has been, like, straight weird in this house. I'm not quite sure how to proceed. Judge, you've already given your decision. The trial is over. Nick, this is it. Mary's given us one final chance at this. She's right. Only it wasn't Larry. It could make things even worse. Mr. Edgeworth was just declared guilty, Nick. It doesn't get any worse. You're right. Okay. Your Honor, if there's another witness, it is our duty to hear him speak. Right here. Right now. A waste of time. The verdict cannot be overturned. Allow me to speak my opinion. In all court proceedings, it is our duty to prevent an inaccurate verdict. In order to make sure no mistake has been made, every witness should be heard. What is this? I withdraw my previous verdict of guilty. So he's not guilty? Yes, he's not guilty. Oh, wait, you fuck! Mr. Von Karma, I order you to call this new witness to testify. Now. What? The court will adjourn for a 5-minute recess. Jump up. Hey, welcome to the stream. Do I want a joke? Sure. After that, we will hear this new witness. The court is adjourned. Okay. December 27th, 10:28 a.m. District Court Defendant Lobby number 2. Whew. That was too close. Sorry to keep you on the edge of your seat like that, Edgeworth. Fart. That's the joke. Fart's gonna be pretty funny. Yeah. I've seen worse. I've seen worse. I've seen worse. Yeah, right, Edgeworth. You're sweating bullets. Yeah, right, Edgeworth. You're sweating bullets. I just wonder what Larry plans to say in there. Larry was at the lake last night? Larry was at the lake that night? Yes. He said he went looking for the Steel Samurai balloon that flew into the lake. Oh, right. And he found the balloon in the air tank that night, right? And he found the balloon in the air tank that night? Yeah. Hey, Edgeworth. Huh? Huh? You say something right? You say something right? Yeah, a lot of things. You seem out of it. What's wrong? It's nothing. Mr. Edgeworth? There's something I've been meaning to ask you. What's that? What's that? Why are your fingerprints on the murder weapon? Oh. Curious indeed. When he fell into the lake, I went into a daze. I couldn't understand what had happened. Couldn't think straight. Then I saw the pistol lying on the floor of the boat in front of me. I picked it up without thinking. I didn't have a reason, really. Oh yeah, when you're in shock, you do kind of weird stuff. That happens. I see. Right. Yes? Yeah? This might be our chance. Our chance. Von Karma has only ever run perfect trials. Perfect trials? Phoenix, not everything needs to be a question. Come on. Perfectly prepared witnesses, perfectly complete evidence. That's the secret to his success. This is the first time he's ever had to deal with something unexpected. He has to let someone he hasn't even talked to testify before the court. And that someone is Larry. What are you getting at? It's likely his testimony will be full of holes, right? That's right, Nick. No 10-minute trial this time. We'll milk this one for all it's worth. Hey, it was 15 minutes. 15! Everything's on Larry now. Everything's on Larry now. December 27th, 10:35 a.m. District Court, Courtroom number 3. Court is now back in session. Witness, please testify to the court about everything that you saw on the night of December 24th. Right, leave it to me. Please, Larry, don't mess this one up. I hate to admit it, but you're our last chance. I hate to admit it, but you're our last chance. Von Karma didn't even have time to prep his witness. I just hope Edgeworth is right about this thing being our big break. I just hope Edgeworth is right about this being our big break. That night, I was out on the boat in the lake. I was looking for something, and I, found it. So I quietly slipped the boat back into the rental shop, dock. And then, just as I was thinking about going home, I heard this bang. I looked out over the lake, but I didn't see a boat. So after I heard that single gunshot, I went home. That was an unusually vague testimony, even for this court. In any case, Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor. What's wrong, Nick? It's Larry. I have no idea what he's going to say if I press him. I'm a little scared. Well, we've come this far. There's no way to go but forward, Nick. Let's see. That's fine. Oh, wait, yeah. No, this way. Wrong button. Where did the sound come from? Yeah, well, I wasn't too sure about that. I looked around, you know? Did you look at the lake? Yeah, I looked. Wasn't there a boat in the lake? Order! Order! Well, Mr. Butts? Whoa. Everybody just calm down, okay? I mean, it was really foggy that night. It was real foggy that night. I'm not sure whether there was a boat out there or not. Oh, okay, no problem. That's just the most important part of this case. So after I heard, oh, there it is, single gunshot, hold on. Wasn't there... Your Honor, what do you think about the witness's statement? I'm not sure I follow. Wait, this totally contradicts the evidence. What are you talking about? You don't sound very convinced, Mr. Wright. Objection overruled. Damn it. I don't think that won me any points with the judge. So, you only heard one bang, correct? Yeah. Huh. Well, Nick? It was a pretty wishy-washy testimony, wasn't it? I guess I should just start working on the contradictions. Sorry. I wish I could be more helpful. I wish I could call my sister. Your emotional support is enough. Let me think though, I could have sworn there was some kind of evidence that shows that it was like... We don't need to talk about that. I guess we could ask about this. You should be able to tell us that there were numerous boats at the dock. Around what time was that? Well, let's see. I figured I was out searching for about an hour. I guess it was around 12 o'clock, yeah. You're not sure? Hey, don't give me that face. I'm not some sort of human sundial, okay? People use watches these days, Larry. Yeah. There it is, okay. Wait a sec, Larry. What? You only heard one bang. You're sure? That's what I said. But Miss Lana Hart testified yesterday that she heard 2 bangs. And the old man just now said the same thing. They both heard 2 gunshots that night. Yeah? Were you even listening? Were you paying attention at all to what they just said? Were you paying attention at all to what they said? Yo, Nick, please. Huh? You know, something's been bothering me. I'm a witness, see? I'm like a customer here. So you gotta treat me nice and stuff, okay? Mr. Butts. What? You only heard 1 gunshot, are you sure? Well, to tell you the truth, I'm not sure. Huh? Not sure? How could you not be sure? Yeah, well, I might have missed the other gunshot. I was, listening to something else. Something else? My radio, dude, with my headphones. What? Order! Order! And stop that booing! I've seen what makes you cheer! Mr. Butts, you were listening to the radio with your headphones? Yeah, so what? That a crime? I listen to my radio. Everyone listens to the radio. What's the big deal? Mr. Von Karma, your opinion? Waste of time. I do not like the radio. I do not accept this witness nor his shoddy testimony. Well, Mr. Wright, should you continue the testimony? Continue. Your Honor. Please. Your Honor. Please allow the witness to continue the Please allow the witness to continue his testimony. Bah. Nothing is more pitiful than a lawyer who doesn't know when he's lost. I agree, Von Karma. Very well, Mr. Butts. Please give your testimony and be sure to include details like your radio. Right, leave it to me. I wouldn't if there were any other way out of this, believe me. Well, Larry heard. It's lonely being alone on Christmas Eve. And that's why I was listening to an all-request show on the radio, see? I was listening to it real booming loud like. But I'm sure I heard that gunshot. I remember exactly what the DJ was saying when I heard it, too. Oh? You were listening to your radio at a high volume. Yeah, what's the big problem? Can't a man listen to his radio in peace? Isn't this a free country? I truly believe Larry has no idea what the problem here is. Judge, can you believe a word this witness says? What he heard was probably nothing more than a drum beat from the radio. True enough, it is difficult to believe his testimony. Wait, Your Honor. The witness said he remembers exactly what the DJ said when he heard the gunshot. Excuse me? DJ? An announcer, the guy who says things on the radio. Anyway, what this means is when he heard the sound, no music was playing. The DJ only talks between songs, so he could have heard the gunshot from the lake. I'd like to cross-examine the witness, Your Honor. See you, Jimmy up. Very well, Mr. Wright. I can't believe I'm continuing this charade. I can't believe I'm continuing this charade. What Larry heard. Yeah, lonely been alone Christmas Eve. Our request show on the radio. Alright. What did she say? Also, how do we know the DJ was a girl? Mr. Wright, please cease these pointless questions. What possible good could knowing what a radio DJ said do to us? Indeed, Mr. Von Karma has a point. I'll allow the question only if you see some reason why we should care. Right. I really have a deep reason for asking that, I think about it. Understood, Your Honor. I withdraw my question. Continue your examination of the witness, then. It's getting nowhere. This is the most ludicrous testimony I've ever heard. This is the most ludicrous testimony I've ever heard. But there is one gleaming ray of hope in there. I gotta press it until we get to the bottom of what happened. Yeah. We should care. We should care, Your Honor. Of course we should. Why? Well, how do you know if we don't ask, huh? Fine, very well. Mr. Butts, please testify to the court. What was the radio announcer saying when you heard the gunshot? And just when she said, "Hey, it's almost Christmas," I heard the gunshot. Are you sure? Of course I am. She had this real sexy voice. I'll have to figure out what DJ that was. Maybe Von Karma was right. I'm not sure how that helped us at all. This is the most... Okay, yeah. Ludicrous. Shut up, Phoenix. I'm sorry, Phoenix. I shouldn't be that mean. Lana's testimony saved me again! Larry, are you absolutely sure that what you're saying is correct? Are you absolutely sure what you're saying is correct? Are you absolutely sure what you're saying is correct? Huh? What's with the face, dude? What's with the face? You look scary, dude. Hey, if you're trying to scare me, you better know I don't scare that easy. Is something the matter, Mr. Wright? Your Honor, did you hear what the witness just said? The DJ said, "Hey, it's almost Christmas," when he heard the gunshot. Indeed. And? Almost Christmas means it wasn't Christmas. Do you realize what this means? When he heard the gunshot, it was still Christmas Eve. That would seem to be the case, yes. But that contradicts the two testimonies we have heard so far, Your Honor. Both Miss Hart and the old man said it was after... Both Miss Hart and the old man said it was after midnight when they heard the shots. In other words, when they heard the gunshots, it was already Christmas. This is a clear contradiction, Your Honor. Order! Order! What does this mean? The two prior witnesses heard gunshots after midnight. However, this witness says he heard a gunshot before midnight. Judge, the answer is simple. The current witness is plainly mistaken. Just look at him. Suspicious. What? I need water. Yeah. Yeah. Oh. What? Well, Mr. Wright, what do you think about Mr. Butts' claim he heard the gunshot before midnight? Larry's right. Larry's not mistaken, Your Honor. He heard that gunshot before midnight. Intriguing. I'm assuming you have evidence for this wild claim. Show me evidence that there was a gunshot before midnight. This is my evidence. He whips out a gun and shoots Von Karma. The murder weapon? Something about this pistol was bothering me, Your Honor. Both of the witnesses who testified yesterday heard 2 gunshots. However, the murder weapon was fired 3 times. When, then, was the last shot fired? Only now have I realized the truth. That 3rd shot was the shot Larry heard just before midnight. Order! Order! I guess that would make sense out of yesterday's testimonies. Oh, you waste our time again with your empty statements. Yes, the pistol was fired 3 times. Do you have any proof of that it was fired before midnight? Do you have any proof that the witness didn't just think he heard something? Indeed. Well, Mr. Wright, there's no turning back now. Do you have evidence that proves there was a gunshot before midnight? Do you have evidence that proves Mr. Butts wasn't just hearing things? Let's see, that's definite. Oh, this is the one! Look at the... Look at this photograph. I don't like doing math. Math kinda sounds like meth. I knew a girl named Beth of the Wild. I don't know, alright. Look at this photograph. This was taken by our witness yesterday, Miss Lotta Hart, with her automatic camera. The timestamp on the photo reads December 24th, 11:50 p.m. Oh yeah? Hmm? But there's nothing on the lake in this picture. Your Honor, the real issue here is not why nothing is shown in this photograph. It is why this photograph exists at all. What do you mean? Your Honor, this photograph was taken by an automatic camera. That camera was set to go off in response to loud noises. Aha! Correct. There was a loud noise on the lake at 11:50. There was a loud noise on the lake at 11:50 p.m. That is why this photograph was taken. In other words, there was a gunshot at that time that there was a gunshot at the time that Larry claims. Order! Order! It would make sense of the evidence we've seen so far. However, this leaves me wondering exactly what did happen that night on the lake. Exactly. If this is true, then there were two sets of gunshots separated by 25 minutes. One at 11:50, another at 11:50, another at 15 minutes after midnight. Why, I ask you? Why? Oh, I'd better think of something quick. Wait a second. Gunshots separated by 25 minutes? Ah, yeah. What's wrong, Nick? I have it. I have it. Well, I don't. Huh? Remember the case with the Steel Samurai? Huh? Yeah, of course I remember. The murderer in this case had the same idea as the murderer in that case. What do you mean? Maya. Yes? If we don't figure this out now, we'll never overturn Edgeworth's guilt verdict. I've got a hunch and I'm going to run with it. Right. I mean, is this safe? It's safe. We've already gotten a guilty verdict. We've nothing to lose. You just watch and let me know if I say anything that sounds fishy, okay? Right, Nick. Your Honor. Yes, Mr. Wright? The testimony just now has cleared up this entire case. What do you mean, Mr. Wright? Tisk, tisk, tisk. So you finally realize the truth. There can be no other murderer here than Miles Edgeworth himself. Wrong, Von Karma. A man was shot that night, but it wasn't Edgeworth who did the shooting. Listen, rookie. Take a deep breath and consider the facts. At the time of the murder, one boat was on that lake. This was shown by the witness's photograph. The defendant, Edgeworth, and the victim, Robert Hammond, were on the boat. There was a gunshot fired on that boat and Robert Hammond fell into the lake. The distance of the shooting was 1 meter. It couldn't have been suicide. Well, the guilty party has to be the other man on that boat. I admit, it is hard to imagine any other possibility. Yes. But this assumes that the victim was shot at 15 minutes after midnight. What do you mean by that, Mr. Wright? We have photographic evidence of the time of the shooting. The timestamp on the photo says 00:15. But Larry heard a gunshot 25 minutes before that. Robert Hammond was killed then, 25 minutes before the shot in the lake. It's the only way Edgeworth could be innocent. Mr. Wright, are you quite mad? Explain who the two men on the boat are. Edgeworth and the murderer. Of course, it was Edgeworth and the murderer. After the murderer killed Robert Hammond at 11:50, he assumed the guise of Mr. Hammond and met Edgeworth. What? Are you serious? Yes. Edgeworth won't tell us why he went to the lake that night. However, I have a hunch. That night, Robert Hammond called Edgeworth to the lake. Now, Edgeworth didn't know Robert Hammond's face that well. That's why he didn't suspect anything when the murderer took Robert Hammond's place. I'm not sure what to make of all this. Ludicrous. Mr. Wright, tell us the name of the murderer then. The murderer's name? Right, it's, Actually, I don't know the murderer's name. You don't know? Bah! Again, you waste my time. I don't know because he never told us. Hmm? The murderer is the caretaker of the boat shop. That old man. At 11:50, he was the one who killed Robert Hammond. The caretaker of the boat shop? Where did he do this? There weren't any boats in the lake then. Why would he have to go all the way out in the lake just to shoot someone? May I suggest that the real scene of this crime was not on the boat? What? Well then, where did the murder take place? Show the judge where the murder really took place. I think here? Here, of course. The boat shop where he lives. That way he can meet with the victim without anyone noticing. Do you have proof that the boat shop was the scene of the crime? Recall Larry's testimony, if you will. That night, he was out on the lake in a boat, searching for something. He finds it and returns the boat. Then, just as he's starting to head for home, he hears a gunshot. He heard a gunshot, Your Honor, even though he was wearing headphones at the time. In other words, the gunshot was very, very close by. And where would that be if he had just returned a boat? The boat shop! Intriguing. Mr. Wright, what happened that night on Gourd Lake? Please tell the court from the beginning. Yes, Your Honor. Nick, are you sure about this? Not really. But I think if I start at the very beginning, and I take it slow, I might just be able to figure this out. And that night, the caretaker of the boat shop called Robert Hammond to his shop. This was around 11:50. That was when the gunshot that Larry heard was fired. After that, the caretaker put on Robert Hammond's coat, and he became Robert Hammond. Then he got in the boat with Edgeworth and went out in the middle of the lake. Then, who fired the pistol on the boat, Mr. Wright? Of course, it was the murderer who shot the pistol. He shot twice. Both missed Edgeworth on purpose. Wait a minute. Yes? Why would he shoot twice if he didn't mean to hit anyone? Details. Know this, Mr. Wright. The moment you run out of explanations is the moment you lose. Tell us why the murderer had to fire twice. I believe he shot twice to create a witness, Your Honor. Create a witness? The murderer lifts his pistol and fires one shot. That ensures that anyone who heard the shot would look at the lake. Indeed, Miss Hart did exactly that after hearing the first gunshot. Next, the murderer waits a bit and he fires again. Then, the murderer jumps from the boat himself, leaving the pistol in the boat behind him. I see. To someone looking from the edge of the lake, it would appear that one of the men in the boat had shot the other. The murderer didn't know about the automatic camera, of course. That's why he shot twice to draw attention to the boat. Once you realize that, everything else falls into place. The boat shop caretaker swam back to his shop. Then he put Mr. Hammond's wet coat back on the body, and then threw the body into the lake. This is what happened, Your Honor. These are the events that transpired that night on Gourd Lake. These are the events that transpired that night on Gourd Lake. Bailiff, bring out the witness from before. The boat shop caretaker. Quickly. Very well. While we are waiting for the caretaker, I would like to ask the defendant, Miles Edgeworth, a few questions. Mr. Edgeworth, please take the stand. Mr. Edgeworth, you heard what the defense has said? Yes. Well, why did you go to the lake that night? What Wright has said was mostly correct. Astonishingly so, actually. Astonishingly so, actually. Yes. Several days ago, I received a letter. The letter was signed Robert Hammond. He asked me to come to the boat shop by the lake at... the midnight on Christmas Eve. He said he had something very important to discuss with me. Something important? I'm sorry, I can't say what it was. I'm sorry, I can't say what it was. Your Honor, sir! Bailiff, we are conducting a trial here. I ask that you remain quiet. The witness has disappeared. He isn't at the boat shop either. What? What should I do? Find him quickly. We cannot allow him to get away. Mr. Von Karma, your witness has disappeared. A search warrant has already been issued. It goes without saying that I cannot declare a verdict under these circumstances. I will extend the trial until tomorrow, the final day allowed. I request that the police department utilize all its forces to find that witness. Am I understood? One more thing. Just who is that boat shop caretaker? I think his identity has become very important to this trial. I want him, and I want to know who he is. I want him, and I want to know who he is. Sensual judge. Very well. Court is adjourned. Survived another one. I just keep on... I was gonna say winning, but we're not exactly doing that, so... surviving. Just keep on surviving. 1:27 p.m. I messed up. Yay, Nick! You did it! You did it! Yeah... Well, at least we got out from under that guilty verdict. And what about Larry? That was something else. Even Von Karma didn't know what to do with his testimony. Larry really helped us out. Sure, once I sifted through his unique testimony. Still, he did save us. I just wish our cases weren't so down to the wire all the time. I know what you mean. Have you tried, you know, preparing a testimony for once? Or something along those lines? Sometimes I feel like it's us on trial instead of our clients. To be fair, Maya, you're on trial more often than not, really. Hey, Edgeworth. Mr. Edgeworth? Did you say something? Don't look so pained. I mean, it looks like you're probably going to get off the hook. You could try to smile just a little. Relax. Maya, it's 2022. You can't just tell someone to smile. That's rude for... I mean, I was gonna say for some reason, but I feel like it's like kind of clear why that's rude, you know? I'm sorry. But I fear it's not over just yet. What do you mean? Right. There's something that's been troubling me for a long time now. And I don't know whether or not to tell you. Edgeworth? No. There's so little time left. I want to tell you to get it off my chest, but I can't make up my mind. What is this about, Edgeworth? It's a nightmare I've had. A memory of a crime that I committed. A crime that you committed? A memory of a murder. Ooh. I'm still standing. Yeah. No. I'm gonna go grab some more water really quick. Be back in a split second. Ladies and gentlemen, we are on the ropes. Down to the wire, as it were. But we're still standing. December 27th, 2:11 p.m. Wright & Co. Law Offices. Sad Ace Attorney music. What was Mr. Edgeworth talking about? What was Mr. Edgeworth talking about? A memory of a crime that I committed. A memory of a murder. Do you really think Mr. Edgeworth killed? I don't believe it. Not Edgeworth. Some painful memory has been troubling him recently. But he'd never take someone's life. Never. Nick. Yo, how's everyone doing? What do you think of my performance today? I hit him swooning in the aisles, huh, Maya? Swooning? Me? Oh, yes, I do remember feeling, faint. Right on, tell me the truth, it was like love at first sight, right? Right, Nick? Huh? Me? Well, maybe my heart skipped a beat or two. I think you can do better than that. Come on, I saved Edgeworth in there, dude. Edgy. You guys should be bowing before me. Yeah, bow before your hero. Let's see, I'm gonna talk with him. Larry, you really helped out in the trial today. You did? If you weren't there, Larry, I'm sure Mr. Edgeworth would have been found guilty. But seriously, Nick. That boat shop caretaker guy is pretty suspicious. But Edgy ain't off the hook yet. Way to spoil a mood, Larry. Hey, I'm just a guy sitting in the audience, you know? From where I was sitting, Edgy seemed pretty, edgy. I mean, can you really know he's telling the truth about that night? Nick? I don't know. But what I do know is... I'm going to believe in you two until the end. What I do know is... I'm going to believe in you two until the end. Us two? Edgeworth and... who else? You mean me, right? Nah, he means me, right, Nick? Yeah, you, Larry. Not me? But why you, Larry? Eh? Actually, yeah, why me, Nick? Enough with the silent treatment. Edgeworth! Nick? Why do you trust Mr. Edgeworth so much? I mean, he's changed recently, true. But when we first met him, he was kind of a jerk, don't you think? You didn't know him back then. Back when he wanted to become a defense attorney. Wait, was that when you two were classmates? Yes, in grade school. They saved me. Miles and Larry. They saved me and I'll never forget it. That's why I became a defense attorney, you know? What? What? Hey, Larry, what's he talking about? Huh? Sorry, I kinda forgot. Okay, Nick, out with it. I'm going to hear the story today, and that's final. Okay. It's kind of a long story, so hang in there. It was at the very end of 3rd grade. I was on trial. A class trial. There was this small monochromatic bear that kept trying to get us to kill each other. They got me out of it. A class trial? Who found the body? A body has been discovered. The class trial. I need to stop spending up so much late time and doing about brain. Blah. Oh, my legs need to stretch and not cramp. Oh, ha. Alright, we're good. You remember, right, Larry? Spring semester into 3rd grade? A kid in our class got his lunch money stolen. Lunch money? Our school was really small. Every month, kids would bring an envelope full of money with money for lunch from home. Kids would bring an envelope with money for lunch from home. Kids would bring an envelope of money for lunch from home. Anyway, this kid's envelope disappeared with $38 inside. With $38 still inside. Oh. Yeah, now that you mention it, I do remember that. I can see why you'd forget, though. You were out of school that day. Well then, yeah, of course you wouldn't. Anyway, the envelope had been stolen during PE class. I was coming down with a cold, so I'd skip PE that day. I was the only one not in the class. No fault on this game, but man, I am getting tired. Not because of this game, because I keep staying up too late. Why do I keep staying up too late? No. I'm a failure of a person. Of a streamer and an android. Alright. Stretch. Okay. So, they thought you did it? Yeah. The kids in class said I should be put in their class trial. Trial? I had some kind of accelerant in my water that I put there willingly. So the next day we held the classroom trial with me as the defendant. Yeah, that's certainly Phoenix. I didn't do it. Guilty, he did it. Guilty, it was you. Thief, give the money back. You're such a meanie. No one plays with him. Just admit you did it. You can't hide from the truth. Tell us the truth. When are we ever gonna pay for with anymore? Objection! Now, Phoenix, you know you shouldn't steal people's money. It's not right. Oh man, I'm so tired. I was hallucinating my VTuber model as Pennywise out of the corner of my eye. I'm out of it. But I'm gonna press on, because, you know, Ace Attorney, and I like Ace Attorney. Fun. Oh, brain, no work, head empty, no thoughts. In the end, I think even the teacher thought I'd done it. Go over and apologize, Felix. I didn't know what was happening. I was so sad. I couldn't stop crying. Just trying to crack my neck. Oh, kids, do your stretches. Those are important. Very important. Do your stretches. They will help you get to sleep, they will help you stay awake, depending on what you need. I was so sad. I couldn't stop crying. Everyone was staring at me like I'd done it. I tried to apologize. I went to where the boy whose money had been stolen was I read that as shitting. I went to where the boy whose money I went to where the boy whose money had been stolen was sitting. That's when it happened. Objection! You shouldn't have to apologize. The only thing that belongs in a trial is evidence. Anything else? Anything else has no place. What the fuck? I didn't realize this sapped so much energy from me using this technique. You should all be ashamed. Amateurs. Miles? Well, he's got the pose down at least. It wasn't you who stole my money, was it? No. Then you shouldn't apologize. Everyone's been shouting you did it, but no one has any proof. That is why, Your Honor, this boy is innocent. But Miles, it was your money that was stolen. Yeah. Why don't you all just shut up? Wait, I thought Larry was absent that day. Why don't you all just shut up? This is always how it is. Everyone ganging up and picking in one person. Just think how he feels. He didn't do it, he said he didn't do it, so he didn't do it. He said he didn't do it, so he didn't do it. Very well, I will replace the money myself. With a teacher's salary? Is that okay for her? This class trial is over. And that's how it happened. After that, the three of us were the best friends. After that, the three of us were the best of friends. Wow. I had no idea. Yeah, I had no idea either. I mean, I forgot. That's when I learned what it meant to be alone. That's when I learned what it meant to be alone. Totally alone, without a friend in the world. You did a good thing, Larry. Yeah, well, I'm just lucky that I took the day off from school. If I'd been there, you would have had... Yeah, If I'd been there, they would have had thought I'd done it. So I took it as kind of a personality, see? When something smells, it's usually butts. Sure. I know I'll get a second win eventually, but right now I'm in the doldrums. Kinda just feel like sleeping, but we're not stopping yet. I want to get this done today, this episode at least. I'm not sure about doing the special episode just yet. Might have that be its own little separate thing, because I definitely want to play that for the sequel, obviously. But I'd like to get all that done after like a while from this, because the last like extra case, I believe, which is included on this, doesn't even take place till like a while after this whole arc ends. So, you know, I want to give it some room to breathe. Anyway, Edgeworth and I talked after that class trial. That's when I heard his father was a defense attorney. I remember his eyes would shine when he talked about his father. I'm going to become a defense attorney, just like my father. A famous defense attorney. Then, a few months later, he suddenly transferred to another school. The DL6 incident. Right. I'm not sure, but the transfer probably had to do with his father's death. That's so sad. It was several years later when I heard Edgeworth's name again. There was an article about him in the newspaper. The headline was something like, "Dark Suspicions of Demon Attorney." Fabricating evidence, manipulating testimonies, covering up facts. The article said he'd do anything to get a guilty verdict. Anything. But why? What happened? I mean, that's not the edgy... Yeah, I mean, that's not the Edgy I used to know at all. That's what I thought too. I tried to get in touch with him, I don't even know how many times. He never replied. I guess he didn't want to see his old friends. I couldn't just drop it though. I wanted to meet him, to learn why he had become who he became. I wanted to meet him, to learn why he had become who he became. To learn why he had become who he became. That's when I decided. Wait, you don't mean... That's why? That's why you became a defense attorney? That's why you became a defense attorney? To meet Edgeworth? If I was a defense attorney, I knew he'd have to meet me whether he wanted to or not. In court. Edgeworth believed in me and I believed in him. He's in pain. And no one's on his side. I'm the only one who knows the real Edgeworth. I'm the only one who can help him. Whoa, Nick. So, this is why you helped me out for free? Yes. I helped you because I believed in you. Except I don't remember saying I'd do it for free. Aw, Nick! 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 We have to save Mr. Edgeworth if it's the last thing we do, okay? Right. Well, it may very well maybe. First there's that rental shop... First there's that rental boat shop caretaker. We need to find out who or what he is. I'd settle for who, but I guess I can clean out some of the evidence. I guess I can clean out some of this evidence I no longer need. Okay, let's go. Move! December 27th, Gourd Lake Park entrance. Hey, pal. Long time no see. Oh, Detective Gumshoe. Close one today, eh? I got so worked up I snapped my tie in half. And yet here you stand with another. Sorry about that. Hey, no problem, pal. Thanks to you, we know who really did it. Thanks to you, we now know who really did it. You mean the boat shop caretaker? You mean the boat shop caretaker? Look, I'll make you a promise. I'll have that scoundrel in my custody by trial time tomorrow. Come what may. It's my duty to you as a police officer. Now I'm off to catch me a criminal. Detective Gumshoe sure is active today. Active today. Oh, one other thing. Eek. No one can go into the woods today. The woods? Where Lana was camping? The woods are off limits to camping, and apparently the park ranger found out. He got pretty mad. No one can go in for a while. I guess Lotta's in a lot of trouble. Anyway, I'll be seeing you two tomorrow. Let's see, Public Beach. December 27th, Gourd Lake Public Beach. Huh? The steel eyesore is missing. Eyesore? Looks like the hot dog stand is closed too. I guess Larry's too busy wearing Mr. Edgeworth to show up for work. December 27th, boat rental shop. That old caretaker got away. Yep. I never imagined that he might be the real murderer. Him? I'd know that clearing of the throat anywhere. Hello! What might you be doing here? Out for a walk, The days of my youth, like Agnew. Like the scent of fresh lemon, you see. Mr. Grossberg, this is no time for idle reminiscing. I like reminiscing about idols. Really dumb jokes aside. Mr. Edgeworth's trial ends tomorrow. That is true, yes. From what I saw of today's trial, Edgeworth should be fine, right? Well, I'm not so sure about that. Oh, what do you mean by that? Well, I'm not sure. If you find anything out, come by my office at once. I may be able to offer you some assistance. Thanks. Bye. What do you think Mr. Grossberg was doing here anyway? Who knows? Probably nothing here. December 27th, Caretaker's Shack. Nobody's home. Hello, Squawk. Hey, it's Polly. I wonder where your owner's gone, Polly. Hello, Squawk. I can't believe he'd run off and leave his poor parrot to fend for herself. Hello, Squawk. Anything here that we could use? Doesn't look like he used this kitchen much. Yeah, right. I guess this whole pasta restaurant thing was just a lie. What, you thought he was telling the truth? Ah! What? What's wrong? Never mind. What? Tell me. Just, when I saw the TV, I remembered. They're showing a Pink Princess special this week. Oh. See? That's why I didn't want to tell you. Because the box isn't important. Never mind, this one isn't. That reminds me, Nick. Polly here knows the number to the safe, right? Yeah, that's right. Officer, how can it be a hate crime if I love doing it? Oh, an excellent question. Excellent question. You know, they say if you love crime, you'll never do a hate crime in your life. Anyway. Yeah, welcome to the stream, Firewall. Hopefully we're gonna wrap this one up today. Yeah, that's right. Polly, what's the number to the safe? 1228, Squawk. Let's open it, Nick. Come on. I'm sure there isn't any money in there. Aww. But hey, he keeps it locked, right? So there must be something of value in there. I'm not so sure. Oh, I'm doing fine, Firewall. How are you? Okay, Nick. Let's see what's in there. I guess there might be a clue or two. The only thing in here is a letter. A letter? Ah, boring. There's no name or signature on this thing. It's handwritten in very precise, clear letters. Get your revenge on Miles Edgeworth. Edgeworth? Get your revenge on Miles Edgeworth. Edgeworth? Why would Mr. Nick, why would Mr. Edgeworth's name be on here? How should I know? I'm gonna read the whole thing. Get your revenge on Miles Edgeworth. It also says this is your last chance. Now's the time to get revenge on the two men who ruined your life. The rest of the letter goes on to describe the murder plot in detail. How to kill Robert Hammond and frame Mr. Edgeworth. How to kill Robert Hammond and frame Edgeworth. Calling Edgeworth out to the lake, getting on the boat, firing twice. This is exactly what I figured out today in court. It's all here, in perfect detail. What do you think it means, Nick? I don't know. But it looks like these are instructions for that caretaker. When he killed Robert Hammond and called out Edgeworth, he was following instructions. But who could have written that letter? And what does it mean to get revenge on Miles Edgeworth? Look, I don't know, okay? But one thing's for certain. This letter is an amazing clue. Letter from the safe added to the court record. Yeah, that's pretty much it. That is a big-ass parrot. Maybe you should take care of Polly, Nick. You probably shouldn't just kidnap her. The police know about her anyway. I'm sure they'll do something. Well, okay. Sorry, Polly. He says I can't take you. Great, now the bird's gonna hate me. Back to the public beach. Every beach is a public beach if you strip enough clothes on it. Let's see, yeah. One day left, Nick. Yeah, I know. Well, no time to waste. Let's get going. Well, that's what I'm doing. Yeah. December 27th, Grossberg Law Offices. He's out. Again. When does he work anyway? No, don't be harsh. Guess we'll have to come back later. Even though he just told us to come here if he needs help. Have you cross-examined the bird? Not yet, that's coming up. It'll be great. Sure, detention center. Let's see how Edgeworth is doing. December 27th, detention center. Visitor's room. You look as grim as always. Mr. Edgeworth? I heard the story about the class trial. Class trial? What do you mean? You don't remember? No, I don't. Your lunch money was stolen, wasn't it? In 3rd grade? Lunch money? Oh, right. Yes, I seem to remember something like that. Nick, I think you're the only one who really remembers. Well, it probably only really mattered to me anyway. Mr. Edgeworth, didn't you know? That trial was the reason Nick became a defense attorney. Ridiculous. Gee, thanks. Listen, Grossberg is free on Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and works the rest of the week. Yeah, you know, the secret 8th day of the week. Flun day. That said, but yeah, you know, he's just not in the office. The doctor is not in. In fact, he's never in. He's just out, is what he is. Exclusively out. That said, it does sound like the kind of thing you do. You haven't changed a bit, have you, right? So simple. To a fault, even. Well, maybe, yeah, but I think you changed too much, Edgeworth. Perhaps. Prosecutor Von Karma. Plus he's on break the first 365 days of the year, and he works the remaining days. Man, he must have absolute hell on leap years. Just that extra day just completely fucks with him. Oh man, imagine if you only worked like one day every 4 years, but like you'd just be completely dreading that one day because you have to do all of your work that day. That would be nuts. Oh, I would hate that. But I'd also love having so much free time, but I don't know. That would be rough. What's your relationship with Von Karma? He's my teacher and the man who deserves respect. I learned everything I know of courtroom techniques from him. So he's like my sister was to you, Nick. Ah, parallels! Yeah. He's a perfectionist in all things. In court, in his personal life. In court, in his personal life. He's obsessed with doing everything perfectly. Perfectly, huh? In all the cases he's taken on, none were left unsolved. Well, and not one suspect was declared innocent. Ever. But that's... I know. It's possible some of the suspects were indeed innocent. However, it is impossible for us to accurately determine that in every case. How would payment work? Are you going to get paid only in that one day you get to work? I just imagine that, assuming that you do all the work in that one day, all that money that you would be paid doing it normally just gets funneled into your account. So you just have like at least 50 grand, or like, well, let me see. If it's 4 years, that'd be like, let's say if you had a salary of like, he's a lawyer, he's probably pretty, you know, successful. Let's say in US money, like 80 grand a year, I'd say is pretty good. I say that's decent, or like for a lawyer, I guess it'd be closer to 100, but like, I don't know, let's say 80 is like the minimum. Times 4, that is, I don't know, since he's in Japan-California, 8 times 4 is 320,000. You get that every 4 years. And he has to just spend that money for the next 4 years till the next job day. Which, imagine if you like spend all your money, but you're not even close to the next job day. That's gotta be rough. However, it is impossible for us to accurately determine everything in that case. All Von Karma does is his job, to find the suspect guilty. Perfectly. In any case, it's nigh well impossible to find a weakness in him. Should a weakness appear, he would do everything in his power to make it go away. Edgeworth? If what you're saying is true, you're headed for a guilty sentence tomorrow. He's right! Now's no time to praise the enemy, Mr. Edgeworth. It's a strange situation in which I find myself, I'll admit. No kidding. Hey, Edgeworth. Why did you become a prosecutor anyway? You used to look up to your dad. You said you wanted to be a defense attorney, right? I couldn't let myself deny reality like you. What do you mean? My father was taken from me, and you want me to defend criminals? I'm sorry, right, but I'm not that good of a person. One suspect was apprehended in your father's murder, right? Yes. The man trapped in the elevator with my father. His name was Yanni Yogi. He had to be the shooter, any way you look at it. Yet, he was found innocent. That defense attorney got him off the hook. That would be Robert Hammond. On that day, 15 years ago. The three of us were trapped in that elevator for 5 hours. When we were rescued, we all suffered oxygen deprivation. I had lost all memory of the murder. Lost your memory? Even now, I can't recall what happened in that elevator. That was the crux of Yogi's attorney's argument in court. He claimed Yanni Yogi had not been of sound mind due to the oxygen deprivation. Yogi was released due to a lack of evidence. Innocent. That's when I changed my mind. I started to hate defense attorneys. Guess we got rid of a lot of testimony. That's worth. See this letter? This came out of the safe in the shack where that boat rental caretaker lives. I see. Revenge? On me? Who is that old guy anyway? I don't know. Could he be an innocent defendant you got declared guilty or something? Nice, right, but I don't remember that old man. Nice, right, but I don't remember that old man. Not at all. Not at all. So he was following this letter then? Which means there was someone else behind it. Now is the time to get revenge on the two men who ruined your life. Two men. Meaning myself and Robert Hammond? It also says this is your last chance. Last chance? Wait, maybe he's talking on the statute of limitations on the DL6 incident. Wait, that old man. What is it? Do you know who he is? Do you know who he is? Yogi. Could he be Yogi? Yogi? The suspect in the DL6 incident, the one who was found innocent. Yanni Yogi was a court bailiff at the time. We just happened to be in the elevator together. We just happened to be in that elevator together 15 years ago. The quake was incredibly strong. Before I knew it, everything was dark. We were there for so long, it felt like forever. The air thinned, the darkness closed in on us in that little box. We became unsettled. Help! I can't breathe! Quiet. I said quiet. You're not making this any easier. I want to get out. Help! Get us out! Don't shout, you'll just use up more oxygen. That's all I remember. When I came to, I was in a hospital bed staring up at the ceiling. An unfamiliar ceiling. In court, Yanni Yogi's mental condition was called into question. They claimed the oxygen deprivation and stress had caused temporary insanity. In the end, the claim was passed in court. The claim passed the court, and Yogi was found innocent. But isn't that strange? This letter tells him to get revenge on Edgeworth. Why would he want to take revenge on you? Right. Yeah? There's something that's been troubling me these last few days. I didn't know whether or not I should tell you. You mean the nightmare? It's a nightmare I've had. A memory of a crime that I committed. A crime you committed? A memory of a murder. Of a murder. I think the time has come to tell all. The nightmare. For the last 15 years, I've had the same dream almost every night. I wake up in a fearful sweat every time. What kind of dream? It's a dream about my father's killing. In the dark. Help! Help! I can't breathe! Quiet! I said quiet! You're not making this any easier. I want to get out! Help! Get us out! Don't shout! You'll just use up more oxygen. I can't breathe. You're using up my air. What? Stop breathing my air! I'll stop you! What? What are you... Stop breathing my air! No! Father! He's attacking Father! Then I see the pistol lying by my feet. I don't know if it was evidence from that day in court or the bailiffs. In a daze, I pick up the pistol and... Get away! The good old throw the gun trick. Get away from my father! Bang. And with that scream, I wake. It's a bone-chilling scream. A scream that has rung in my ears for the past 15 years. But... It's just a dream, right? Right? And that thought is the only thing that has kept me sane for the last 15 years. But what if I'm wrong? What if it's real? They say that sometimes people shut out memories in self-defense. Maybe it was I who killed my father. What? If you think about it in that way, this letter makes sense. Get your revenge on Miles Edgeworth. Think about it. Yogi was really innocent. That's why he wanted revenge against me. Wait, Edgeworth, you mean... You mean... It was me. I was the true criminal of DL6. I shot my father. This is bad. What are we going to do, Nick? What can we do? I don't know. I don't think there's anything we can do. Like it or not. If there's someone else who knows a lot about the DL6 incident, maybe... There is, Nick! There is someone else who knows about DL6. Yep, now he's going to be in office. I hope. December 27th, Grossberg Law Offices. Mr. Grossberg! Hello there! What's wrong? You look troubled. No kidding! I can barely believe you're not. My. Just calm down and tell me what's happened. It's Mr. Edgeworth. Okay. Huh. I see. So Edgeworth dreamt he shot his own father.
It's only a dream. Only a dream.
I wonder.
What?
If that's the case, then why do you two look so troubled? Slipping into the judge's voice there for a minute.
Well...
Also, consider this. Yogi quite certainly holds a deep grudge against Miles Edgeworth. So deep, you'd want to frame him for murder. This leads me to surmise, Mr. Edgeworth's dream was not a dream. It was real. As you imagined. Miles Edgeworth threw the pistol to save his father. The pistol fired and the deed was done.
No. I don't believe it.
Yogi was suspected of murder, and his career as a bailiff was irrevocably wrecked. Thus, he sought revenge on Miles Edgeworth. Does being a bailiff really pay that much? Like, I'm not saying it shouldn't, but like, I'm wondering how much that really pays. Let's see. According to a few things that I'm looking at, generally, it's anywhere between like, I don't know, at max it's like 60,000 a year. 60,000, so that's pretty good, in my opinion. That's decent. What if he did all of his work in one day? He just, like, one trial he shows up to. That's it. This was his last chance, of course, with the statute of limitations so close. Gregory Edgeworth. What do you know about Edgeworth's father? He was a defense attorney without peer. It sounds trite, but it's true. Well, he may have had one peer, now that I think about it. Your mentor, Mia Fey.
My sister?
Gregory Edgeworth was very disapproving of Mr. Von Karma's techniques. That's no surprise. Von Karma is an extreme man. Forged testimonies and evidence are nothing to him. The result? He has a perfect win record in court. To beat him, Gregory Edgeworth tried to call attention to his methods.
And?
He lost. And died in despair, as it were.
I see.
Spirit medium. When Gregory Edgeworth was killed, the police called a spirit medium. So something came out. Don't worry about it. As long as you showed up at all, that's fine. His mother was Mia Fey. Or Mira, I forgot her name. Something Fey. I am Gregory Edgeworth. I have been killed. The one who shot me was the bailiff, Yanni Yogi. He sounds like a ghost through her. I was wondering if you can finish this case in one stream. We'll see about that one. Unlikely, but we'll see about it. Yet Yogi was found innocent.
And that's when my mother left us. Everyone called her a fraud.
That's right. Everyone thought she was, you see. Yet, now that I think about it, it seems the one who lied was Gregory Edgeworth's ghost. Gregory Edgeworth must have known who shot him.
I don't believe it.
So you're saying he falsified his testimony? That Edgeworth's dad lied to protect his son? It's only a possibility, mind you. But a possibility nonetheless. Yeah, you didn't miss much. We were just questioning Grossberg here. And yawning. A lot of yawning, because... Not because the game's boring, just because I'm tired. Either way, I'll get through it. Misty, that was it. No, alright. Unless, nope. Anything here? December 27th, Police Department. Criminal Affairs. Looks like Detective Gumshoe hasn't gotten back yet. Gumshoe? He won't be coming back today.
Oh, really?
He said there was some guy he had to arrest by tomorrow. Boat shop caretaker. He shouted something about catching him even if it's the last thing I do, pal. Good luck, Gumshoe. Move. Guess I gotta talk to Maya. What do you think we should do now, Maya?
You would know best, Nick. Just do what you do. That should work.
Any ideas? Well, any good ideas?
This is all tied to the DL6 incident. We better find out as much as we can about that murder before tomorrow.
Something that happened back then has a hold in Edgeworth and it still won't let go. Let's see. Alright, let me think. Trying to, like, work my brain around, like, what we need to do. So we've been to all these places, and nothing. Guess we can go back here. Nope, nothing there. Maybe I missed something here. Everything's cold. Let's see, he didn't turn the heater on. I guess he hasn't been back here since the trial. Alright, so, let me think. What else? I guess I could go back to questioning Grossberg. I gotta show him some info that's, like, new. Let me see. quite sorry. I have nothing to say about that concerning that. Okay, yeah. She was a beautiful woman. I'm truly sorry about what I did.
Huh? Sorry about what?
I think I'll stay out of this one. This incident took place 15 years ago tomorrow. Tomorrow will see the completion of not one, but 2 trials. All thanks to the statute of limitations. However, we're afraid that the damage the DL6 incident has done will never be erased. Gregory Edgeworth? He was a gifted man. His death was truly a loss. I wonder what would have become of Von Karma if... I wonder what would have become of Von Karma if he were alive. Oh ho, so this is the letter. It does seem that Yogi was following this letter when he killed Hammond. But why kill Robert Hammond? Hammond was a skilled defense attorney. But he defended clients not for their sake, but for his own. Huh? His own sake? He never trusted in his clients. Not one. He never trusted his clients, that one. The only thing he trusted it was his own ability. Sounds like he got a little too arrogant, sounds like he got a little too arrogant, a little too fast. The only thing he trusted was his own ability. My brain wants to sleep. I, however, do not. I just need to maintain my energon crystals that I use to function, because I'm an android. Oh man. I'll see ya. But innocent, so why should it matter? Actually, my dear, it's quite different. He wanted an innocent verdict for no one but himself. Do we all sleep? We have sleep mode when our battery runs out. Kinda. Also, I'm an android, not a robot. That old meme that I do. Yeah, that I made up myself and no one cares about. But yeah, technically robots do sleep. If they have a sleep mode. Yogi was a free man, but socially he was ruined. Am I a Cybertronian? Oh, you bet. Roll out, then I just turn into like a motorcycle or something, and then leave. I'm gonna stand soon enough. Wait! What is it? This letter. I've seen this handwriting somewhere before. A long time ago. Whose handwriting was this? Do you have any idea who wrote this? Could it be Manfred von Karma? Von Karma? Why would he have something to do with this? Well, I'm not sure. Von Karma. Von Karma. Oh, wait! You're right, my boy! This is Von Karma's handwriting, I'm sure of it. I see it all the time in court reports.
What? But that means... The one who told Mr. Yogi to kill was...
Correct. Manfred von Karma himself.
What does this mean then? Why would Von Karma want to frame Edgeworth? Not that, it's... What could it be? What could it be? Why would he? It could be the badge. It could easily be the badge. I don't think it is, but... This incident took place 15 years ago tomorrow. And tomorrow we'll see the completion of not one, but 2 trials. Wait, no, it's... So not that. Yep, not that either. Edgeworth. Yep. Just presented that to him. Not that, not the gun, not bullet. Not that. Yeah, beautiful woman. It's good that the one shooting is the Miles. You bet it's good! I can't believe the fiendish planning that went into this murder. We almost fell right into his trap. What a creep! Quite sorry, I have nothing to say concerning that. So in other words, we have nothing. No doubt about it, this is Von Karma's handwriting. He was following Von Karma's instructions when he killed Hammond. But why kill Robert Hammond?
Yeah. We already did that. Oh, we had to talk to him. Okay. Let's see. If it was truly Von Karma who wrote the letter, if it was truly Von Karma who wrote the letter, he would know the truth. He would know that Miles Edgeworth had accidentally killed his own father. Trying to think. You'll see as much tomorrow in court, I should think. Don't press the point until the court finds Miles Edgeworth guilty.
Oh no! But how could Von Karma know about Mr. Edgeworth's past like that? Even Mr. Edgeworth thought that was just a nightmare.
That I do not know.
And I do know that Von Karma is both persistent and a perfectionist. He may be seeking to satisfy a grudge against Gregory Edgeworth by hurting his son. What do you mean? It was 15 years ago. Von Karma met Gregory Edgeworth in court, and Von Karma did win, but he didn't make it through the trial and scarred.
There we go. Now we're in the right way. What happened in the trial between Edgeworth's dad and Von Karma?
Von Karma got the guilty verdict he wanted. He won the trial. But Gregory Edgeworth accused Von Karma of faulty evidence. And though he lost the trial, Mr. Edgeworth's accusation stood.
That's interesting. Faulty evidence?
It was the only penalty Von Karma has ever received in his career as a prosecutor. Gregory Edgeworth dealt a blow to his perfect record.
Wow.
It must have been quite a shock for Von Karma. He took a vacation for several months after that, you see.
A vacation?
Yes, an unusual event for the man. That was the first and the last vacation he's taken in many... That was the first and the last vacation he's taken in his many years of prosecuting.
Really? He doesn't take vacations? Like, go to the sea or, the mountains? Don't tell me he's never been to Europe. Not everyone has Europe money, Maya. You have strange ideas about vacations, Maya.
In any case, that was the only time he took. It was the only time he took a vacation from work. I believe the penalty upset him quite a lot.
God, if you wanted to keep a perfect record so badly, why would he take such a long vacation? What do we do, Nick? Von Karma's going to bring up DL6. You can bet on it. What if Mr. Edgeworth pleads guilty to DL6? I won't let him. I won't let him.
Mr. Wright, I hate to say this, but even accidental murder is murder, you know?
So it would seem. But what if it was double accidental murder?
I know that.
I just believe in Edgeworth's innocence. I can't believe he'd kill someone. But Nick, Mr. Edgeworth admits it himself. His father must have lied to protect him from beyond the grave. I don't care. I know he's not guilty.
Mr. Wright? You say so? I suppose I could go check again. The police files might hold something of interest.
Mr. Grossberg, thank you.
I can't promise anything. In fact, I think the chances of finding something are slim.
I understand. The police materials. Okay, detention center or something. Let's see, it was here, right? Police Department Criminal Affairs, yeah. There's hardly anyone here. Everyone must be out looking for the old guy, Yogi. Alright, it's you. I don't think Gumshoe will come back today. Yep, looking for someone, yep. Sounds like Detective Gumshoe is pounding the pavement for real. We were wondering if we could check out the records room again. Well, no, I can't. Well, no, I can't just have anyone wandering around in there. I guess Mr. Von Karma's in there now anyway. You can go in as long as he's there. Von Karma? Yeah, he just arrived actually. Von Karma's in the record room. Nick, let's hurry! Is this the one time Von Karma's sprite is actually shown in the series? Police Department records room. Dusty as always. We were only here just yesterday. I'm sure they haven't had time to clean. What's wrong, Nick? Nothing. I was just noticing that he isn't here. Von Karma. Oh yes, the file is gone. One of the drawers here is open. Someone must have Someone must have been looking in it recently. The label says unsolved cases, evidence. Huh. Unsolved cases? Nick! The file for DL6! It's completely empty! What? What are you doing in here? Ah! Wow, he is terrifying from the front. But in a different way than he's terrifying normally. Wow, he's got a skinny face. Von Karma! Von Karma! You. How do you know my name? Huh? We met? What are you saying? We see each other every day, don't we? We're Miles Edgeworth's defense team. Defense team? I beg your pardon. You see, I rarely remember defense attorneys. They're like bugs to me. Needless things to be crushed. I can see how this guy was Edgeworth's mentor. Mr. Edgeworth is your student, right? A romanticist who still can't shed that veneer of amateurism. Just like his father. Always second-rate. Mr. Von Karma, you had an axe to grind with Mr. Gregory Edgeworth, didn't you? Me? A grudge against a mere defense attorney? Why? Because he dealt a blow to your otherwise perfect record. Because he dealt a blow to your otherwise perfect trial record. So you did. But what I don't get is, why did you take his son under your wing afterwards? The son of your most bitter rival. That, my dear attorney, is none of your business. Tomorrow will be the last day of this trial. It's been a while since I've had a defense attorney last this long. Still, you will lose in the end. Miles Edgeworth will admit his own guilt. His guilt of 15 years ago, you mean? You're quite the researcher. If you've done your homework so well, then certainly you must understand. You know what Miles Edgeworth will tell the court tomorrow. We were right. So Von Karma is going to bring up DL6 in court tomorrow. Mr. Von Karma, have a look at this. This was you, wasn't it? You instructed Yanni Yogi to commit murder. Yanni Yogi. How many years has it been since I've heard him called by that name? He's a fool. I told him to burn it after he read it. So you admit it? You wrote Mr. Yogi this letter? Yes, my dear defense attorney. Thank you for taking the trouble to bring it to me. You saved me from a lot of needless hassle. What? Nick? What is that thing? A stun gun. For self-defense. Usually. Indeed. 600,000 volts will course through your body like a dog touching an electric fence. 600,000... Oh, don't worry. People don't die from it. Usually. Now give me the letter. No.
No!
Whoa, what are you...
Nick, run!
Oh, Von Karma's gonna fucking die.
Maya!
Out of my way! Well, there goes our evidence. He got us. The letter's gone, of course. He took the DL6 evidence. All of it. Back to having no clues. Wait. Maya jumped first. Maya! Is she okay? Maya! Maya, open your eyes! Maya!
The letter. Did he take it?
Huh? Oh. Yeah. Are you okay?
I couldn't stop him. I jumped as fast as I could, but one shot from that thing knocked me out cold. I'm useless. I'm no good as a lawyer or as a I'm no good as a lawyer or a medium. I can't even call my sister. Not even now when we need her the most. I wish I hadn't woken up at all.
Oh, man.
Maya! There has to be some way I can help her.
I better do something about her self-confidence first. Maya. She's holding something. What is that? A bullet? DO6 incident, evidence number 7. Taken from the heart of Gregory Edgeworth. I remember. Von Karma was holding this when Maya jumped him. DO6 bullet stashed in a pocket. I'll prove it to you, Maya. You're most definitely not useless. I'll prove it to you in court tomorrow. Ah, the final trial of the match, boys! I don't need to save, I'll finish this up. December 28th, 9:51 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 1. No, number 2. Damn it, I read too fast ahead! I didn't read it all! I was seeing the future and I saw it wrong! This is it. Judgment Day. Today, things are going to get settled at last. A lot of things.
What's the big idea? Sorry, Nick. I only touched your shoulder. I guess the shock hasn't worn off from my run-in with the stun gun yesterday. And anyhow, today's the last day of the trial. Good luck, Nick.
Yeah. Thanks, Maya. Edgeworth is looking glum as always. I hope Von Karma doesn't push him too hard. What are you doing?
Sorry. I'm sorry. I just thought I'd cheer you up with a pat in the back.
Maya, maybe you should go outside and discharge.
Right. Good idea.
Ground yourself. Try not to electrocute anyone on your way out.
Whoa, yeah, pal.
What's gotten into that girl? What's gotten into that girl?
Detective Gumshoe. Morning.
Where's Mr. Edgeworth? Good morning.
How did it go, Detective?
How'd it go? How'd it go, Detective? Have no fear. As promised, I've captured our runaway caretaker. I just brought him in. Took all night, pal. Thanks, Detective Gumshoe. You must be tired. Actually, after all that shock I got on the way in, I feel pretty good. Yogi says he's forgotten his own name. But that has to be a lie. Why would he want revenge on Edgeworth if he couldn't remember his past? He does remember. And I'm going to prove it. Alright. December 28th, 10 o'clock a.m. District Courtroom number 3. Court is now in session for the trial of Miles Edgeworth. The defense is ready, Your Honor. The prosecution is ready. Right, very well. We have reached the final day of our proceedings in this trial. I ask that the prosecution submit decisive evidence. Understood. Come on, don't be awed into silence by every little thing he says. Don't be awed into silence by every little thing he says. Very well, Mr. Von Karma, your opening statement. Right. Thanks to Detective Gumshoe's efforts, the boat rental shop caretaker has been arrested. In yesterday's trial, the defense asserted that the caretaker was the murderer. However, the caretaker has yet to confirm this. I would like to ask the defense to cross-examine him as much as necessary. Very well. Please bring the witness into the courtroom. Ladies and gentlemen of the court, I believe you all remember our witness. He lives in the boat rental shop on the lake, from where he witnessed the incident. In addition, he has currently lost memory of his name and identity. Witness, why did you run away yesterday? The witness was not running away, as he will now testify. I see. Very well, please begin your testimony.
Why I left court? I'm really sorry about just leaving yesterday like I did. But I wasn't running away or nothing. I went to buy some food for Polly. See, I figured I got nothing to do with this incident anyhow. I mean, I need one of those motive things, right? And I don't got one. So my testimony yesterday stands as is.
Very well. Let's begin the cross-examination, shall we? He has to know his name. Yanni Yogi. You're Yanni Yogi, and I'm going to prove it. I don't think you are, but... You've lost much of your memory, is that correct?
Yep, it seems like it.
Then how could you know that you didn't have anything to do with this incident? Or maybe you're lying about not having your memory, huh? You know exactly who you are. The witness has testified quite clearly that he has no memory of who he is. If you claim he's lying, then show the court proof. How am I supposed to prove what's going on in that man, old codger's head? It's impossible. I'm glad you finally come to your senses, Mr. Wright. Very well, witness. Please continue.
I mean, I need one of those motive things, right? And I don't got one.
No. Could I use Polly here? Because I know she said remember DL6. But I don't remember if that's like something I can use right here or... Oh wait, yeah. Wrong way. I went the wrong way in the scrolling thing. First things first, I have to prove this man who he is. That and the motive will prove itself. Polly, did with this incident? How can you say you had no motive? I say you do. You had a grudge against Edgeworth and the victim, Robert Hammond. That's why you took revenge on them, right? I knew he was gonna do that. Please don't make me repeat myself, Mr. Wright. The witness has no memory of anything beyond several years ago. He can't hold a grudge. It's impossible.
Might I say something, Mr. Wright?
Yes, Your Honor.
You've been saying the same thing now over and over. You've been calling the witness's memory of the past or lack thereof into question. But does this really have anything to do with the current case?
Of course, Your Honor. The witness has said he has nothing to do with this case and no motive. Both of these statements are lies.
Mr. Wright, there is a serious problem with your claim. Or are you saying you know who this witness is?
Of course, Your Honor.
Oh ho, now this is interesting. I would like to know myself. So, who is he?
Don't play dumb, Von Karma.
Mr. Wright, please tell us this witness's name.
His name is Yanni Yogi, a former court bailiff.
Yogi? That name seems familiar. Oh! Yanni Yogi from the DO6 incident.
It figures the judge would have heard of it. It was such a famous case.
But what does this mean?
Your Honor, if this man is Mr. Yogi, then he has a clear motive.
Tisk, tisk, tisk. Jumping to conclusions again, Mr. Wright. This man, this witness is Yanni Yogi. Fascinating. However, how do you propose to prove this to the court? This is a court of law, as you may recall, and you need proof. And allow me to repeat once more that the witness has lost his memory.
This is it. I have to do this now. If I can't prove he's Yogi right here, right now, then I got nowhere else to go. Nick, how are you going to prove it? How can you prove that he's Yanni Yogi? It's okay. It's actually quite simple. Your Honor, please take this man's fingerprints. Then we'll compare them to the fingerprints on the file for Yanni Yogi for 15 years ago.
I see. That makes sense. Tisk, tisk, tisk.
Huh?
I'm so very, very sorry, Mr. Wright.
Why?
The witness has no fingerprints.
What? What? No fingerprints? You see, before I worked at as caretaker, I worked at a chemical plant. Burned my fingers working with the stuff. Hey, yep. What? Yogi, you sneak. You burned your fingerprints off to hide your past.
Well, if the witness has no fingerprints, I guess we will not be able to prove his identity.
No.
Tisk, 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 tisk. Tisk, tisk, tisk. Well, what will you do, Mr. Wright? It seems that the case has been decided, no?
No. I know what happened. I know everything. I just can't prove it. But no. I can't let it end like this. I can't lose. There has to be another way.
There is no one who can testify as to who this witness is. No one.
Nick, what are we gonna do? I didn't even consider that he might have erased his fingerprints. What do I do?
Tisk, tisk, tisk. Well, Mr. Wright, perhaps you'd like to cross-examine his parent for a little comic relief,
Yeah, very funny.
You're a sore winner, Von Karma. Wait a second.
Cross-examine his parrot. What is it, Nick? No. You're not going to... Your Honor. The defense would like to take Mr. Von Karma up on his proposal.
Pick Mr. Von Karma up, but... on my... proposal?
Yes, Von Karma. I'd like to marry you.
Phoenix-chan.
Exactly, Your Honor. I would like to cross-examine the witness's parrot. Fuck up the line, damn it. I would like to cross-examine the witness's pet parrot.
Order! Order! Well, what do you think, Mr. Von Karma? Need you even ask? This is a farce. I object.
Wait a second. You were the one who suggested I cross-examine the parrot, Von Karma. Holy shit, this is an actual line in the series. I forgot about that. I have a right to do as you suggested. I remember that one animation where they're arguing over this exact thing, and Edgeworth is just sitting there like, I'm going to jail. Your Honor, I'd like to confess. Or may I have a different lawyer or something like that?
Well, if you're so desperate, then please be my guest.
And that signed is death warrant.
Of course, should you go through with this, and nothing comes of it, then I hope you're ready for the consequences.
Nick, this is crazy. Nick, this is crazy.
Well, still want to go through with your little game?
Yes, I'm doing it. Let the parrot take the stand. 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 I will cross-examine her, Your Honor.
This is the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard.
Von Karma's rigged every person's testimony, every piece of evidence. Except the parrot. She's my last chance.
At least, I think so. Bailiff, bring in the parrot.
Your Honor, did you say to bring in the parrot?
Yes. Okay. That's quite a bird. Please tell us your name. Name. The witness is ignoring me.
It must hurt to be ignored by a bird.
Very well, witness. Who is your owner? Please, testify for us.
That. Hello, hello. What?
Certainly the most concise testimony we've had so far. Very well, begin your cross-examination.
Right. What are you going to do, Nick? I do not know. What do we do, Maya? Well. Fucking press it, I guess. Witness! You can't just say hello and expect us to get anywhere. I want you to testify. Maya, you talk to her. Right, what do I say? Maybe I should get her to say your name. Polly, what's your name? Polly, quack.
Mr. Wright, I think we've established that this parrot is named Polly. Does this have anything to do with her owner's identity?
Yes, it does.
Huh. Fascinating. You think that the parrot's name will prove her owner's identity? Then show us this proof.
Nick, don't you think you're taking the bluffing a little too far? Listen, we're not here to answer the question of who is the caretaker. We're here to prove that he is Yanni Yogi. All we have to do is tie the name Polly to Yogi. Your Honor, the proof that the parrot's name reveals the caretaker's identity is... Oh wow, actually that was exactly what I needed to do. Alright.
The DL6 case file? That's quite a large file you have there. Care to back it up with a source? Which page is this proof on then?
Third of 3 pages.
Show us, or stop wasting our time. Very well, Mr. Wright, please show us the page. Where in this file is the information connected to the parrot's name?
It's on the suspect data page. This page is all the information about Yanni Yogi.
Right after he was arrested, his fiancée committed suicide, see?
Indeed, it does say that, yes.
What was his fiancée's name?
Polly Jenkins. Polly!
Exactly, Your Honor. He wanted to remember the name of his fiancée who had committed suicide. That's why he named his parrot after her.
I see. I guess that is possible.
Bah, a mere coincidence, that's all. My granddaughter has a dog she calls Phoenix. Wait. Does that mean Francesca... Wow. Huh. Didn't think about that. Wait, is that Francesca that would be the kid's mother, or would that be that he had a different kid who had a kid? Huh. Wait, how old is Francesca supposed to be? How old is Von Karma supposed to be? Phoenix is 24, Maya is 17. Huh. Whatever. Well, Mr. Phoenix Wright, does this make you my granddaughter's fiancé? I mean... Is she my age? She's only 7 years old. Okay, never mind. A solid never mind from me. No, I didn't say anything. You can't go back and check the VOD. That doesn't exist. It didn't happen. I'm just saying it right now. Off the record. Didn't say anything. I said nothing sus of any variety. Nope. Denying it all. No evidence. She's only 7 years old.
Indeed, child marriage is illegal. Alone, it is a little weak for evidence in a murder trial. We would need some other corroborating evidence.
Where am I going to find that?
Nick, we're getting closer. One more. If we can just get one more piece of evidence.
Right. But what?
Very well, witness. You may continue.
Yeah. Yep. Have we forgotten something? As I recall, 2 days ago... Yep, Polly, we got some blah 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 DL6, yep. If I can get Polly to say that here, that will prove the caretaker had something to do with DL6.
Polly, have we forgotten something? Hello, squawk.
That's not what you were supposed to say.
Something we forgot. Hello, squawk. Uh-oh, it's not working, Nick. She won't say it.
This is ridiculous. Why won't she say it?
Tisk. Something the matter, Mr. Wright?
Wait. Don't tell me Von Karma expected this. He couldn't have retrained the parrot. Could he? Did he train her not to respond when asked if you've forgotten anything? Witness, you're here to speak. You must speak to me.
Frankly, I can't believe you are speaking to the parrot.
Well, I guess we should try to get some information out of her.
Oh, the save combo, because it's the date of the thing that happened. Okay. Yeah. Maybe I'll get her to say the number of that safe.
Huh? The safe? Why?
Let's just try to get her to say anything, okay?
Polly, what was the number to the safe in the shack? 1228. Squawk! 1228.
My, what a reckless parrot. Well, Mr. Wright, you are claiming that this number has something to do with the caretaker.
Actually, it does. That's why I had her say it.
Ridiculous. How can the number to a safe tell us who the caretaker is? Show us your proof. What could possibly link this number to the caretaker's true identity?
My court badge. Yep. That's it.
The DL6 case file? What is this obsession you have with that case? Mr. Wright, where in this file is something relating to that safe number?
Case summary. It's on the case summary page.
The case summary?
Specifically, the date on which the DL6 incident occurred.
The date of the incident? December 28th? Why, that's today's date. 15 years ago.
And the number on that safe is 1228.
Ah!
He used the date of the DL6 incident as the number for his safe, Your Honor. That's how important the date was to him.
I see. It certainly is an interesting coincidence. People often do set their secret numbers to dates. Bah, this is not tangible proof. I set my ATM's card number to 0001 because I'm number 1.
Maya, quick note. Go to Von Karma's bank after this and get all of his money.
Got it, Phoenix.
This has nothing to do with a date. Nothing. That's enough. I think we've reached a conclusion here. This is a mere coincidence, that's all. True, that is a possibility. However, two coincidences at the same time seem more like a pattern to me. What are you saying? What are you saying? Summon the caretaker of the boat shop. Immediately! Witness, tell us your name. Wait! This witness doesn't remember...
No, it's okay. I've accomplished what I wanted to do. I'm done.
Nick, he looks totally different.
This is the real Yogi, I think. Finally. He's been acting feeble to hide his true identity. Acting. For 15 years.
Well, let me ask you again. Please state your name for the court.
My name is Yanni Yogi. 15 years ago, I served as a bailiff in this very court.
Order! Order! Yanni Yogi! So it was you who killed Robert Hammond? And tried to frame Miles Edgeworth for his death?
Yes, it was me. I did it. They put me on the witness stand 15 years ago. But Hammond, he said I was mentally unsound. He told me it would make me innocent. Get me off the hook. So I pretended to have brain damage. He was innocent, really. But he didn't believe me. We won the trial. But I lost everything. I lost my job, my fiancé, my social standing. Then this year, 15 years later, a package arrived. It was a letter and a pistol. The plan was written out in careful detail. It was a plan for me to take my revenge on the people who ruined my life. I didn't care who had sent it. I thought this was my chance. After 15 years, this was it. Finally, a chance to have my revenge on Robert Hammond and Miles Edgeworth. I have no regrets.
Wait a moment. Revenge against Miles Edgeworth? What do you mean?
I'm not at liberty to speak on that matter. Why don't you ask Mr. Edgeworth yourself? Anyway, I admit it. I was the one who killed Robert Hammond.
Von Karma, where is Mr. Yogi? Under arrest, Your Honor. I saw no room for error in his conclusion. Then the defendant, Miles Edgeworth, is innocent, in this case at least. Very well. Will the defendant please take the stand? There are a few mysteries left unsolved. Still, you are cleared of suspicion for this particular case, so I would like to pass judgment on the murder of Mr. Robert Hammond. Any objections?
Not even Von Karma. I don't believe it.
Why isn't Von Karma saying anything? Very well. This court finds the defendant, Mr. Miles Edgeworth,
Not guilty.
That is all. This court is adjourned.
For like 2 seconds. Yeah, boy.
Did someone just say objection?
It wasn't Von Karma. Wait, but that means...
No.
Edgeworth?
Your Honor, I object to your judgment. What do you mean?
I'm not innocent at all. As we have heard, Yanni Yogi killed Robert Hammond in revenge. But revenge for what?
Nick, Edgeworth is trying to confess. He's going to say he's guilty. He's going to tell them he was the murderer in the DL6 incident. He's going to tell them he killed his own dad.
Thank you for saying that out loud, Maya. The judge heard you plain and clear.
Oh, what do I do?
Raise an objection? The judgment has already been passed. I object to Edgeworth's outburst.
Didn't something like this happen yesterday, too? I believe a certain witness raised an objection after a guilty verdict was passed.
That would be Larry.
We must hear this new statement.
We must hear Miles Edgeworth.
He's right. We have a duty to hear Mr. Edgeworth out.
For 15 years, I've had a recurring dream. A nightmare. It's only a nightmare. That's what I told myself. But now I know it wasn't a dream. Yanni Yogi wasn't the killer.
You mean in the incident where your father died?
From the distance of the shot, it wasn't from the distance of the shot, it wasn't suicide either. Everything was as clear as day. The murderer. The criminal in the DL6 incident. It was me. Your Honor, I confess my guilt. I am guilty for DL6, the statute of limitations of which ends today. The culprit is me. Why are you pointing at me, Edgeworth? I don't know. Wait, he's pointing at Von Karma, based on the angle. Yeah. Wait, he's pointing at me. Edgeworth, the fuck?
Order! Order! This is certainly unexpected. The defendant declared innocent is confessing to a different crime. A crime for which the statute of limitation runs out today.
Yeah, we heard him, Your Honor. Move on.
I'm not really sure how we should deal with this. I'm not really sure how I should deal with this.
Well, the courtroom's already set up. Might as well use it. Let's do that. Let's go for it.
Bah! It's obvious. We hold the trial right here, right now. We tried this man for his crime of 15 years ago. I think I would like to take a 5-minute recess. During this time, I will consider the appropriate course of action to take. Court is adjourned.
December 28th, 2:24 p.m. District Court Defendant Lobby number 2. I'm sorry, Wright. I've just wasted all of your effort. Mr. Edgeworth, I just don't believe it, sir. I mean, you... kill your dad? Didn't want to believe it myself, Detective. But... it's the truth. I deserve to be punished. Murder is murder, no matter what the circumstances. This is crazy! Just crazy! Huh? Nick, what are you doing? Uh-huh. Oh. I was just reading through the court record once more. I'm getting my case ready. Your case? For what? Huh? Isn't it obvious? I'm gonna prove that Miles Edgeworth is innocent. What are you talking about, pal? He just admitted to it. He confessed that he did it. In court. I'm sorry, Edgeworth. I don't believe your nightmare. What? It's just a dream. It's not real. The truth is right here in this court record. In any case, tighten your belts. The real fight is just beginning. How did you know I wear multiple belts? I'll prove you're innocent. Trust me. Right. December 28th, 2:30 p.m. District Court, courtroom number 3.
Now then, I would like to resume our trial.
Judge, Miles Edgeworth has admitted his own guilt. He has confessed his crime. Let us begin by hearing his testimony. Then, though pointless, let the defense do their cross-examining. The statute of limitations in the DL6 incident runs out today. Though it's unconventional for me, I'd like to run this one by the book.
I see. Does the defense have any objections?
No, Your Honor. On Karma. You knew this was going to happen from the very beginning, didn't you?
Very well. Will Miles Edgeworth take the stand?
Will the witness state his name and profession? Miles Edgeworth. I'm a prosecuting attorney.
Mr. Edgeworth.
15 years ago, you mistakenly killed your father, Gregory Edgeworth. Is this correct?
It is correct.
Then testify about this matter to the court. When Edgeworth was telling me about his dream yesterday, I noticed something. One detail didn't quite fit. That'll be the key. But only if I can get it to work. Please, please. The DL6 incident. That day, I had gone to the courtroom to observe one of my father's trials. As we went to leave, an earthquake struck, trapping us in the elevator. My father and Mr. Yogi lost their composure and began to argue. Just then, something heavy fell at my feet. I picked it up and threw it at Mr. Yogi. I wanted them to stop fighting. A moment later, there was a single gunshot and then a scream. It was a terrible scream. I remember it to this day. That's all.
And until now, you thought this memory was a dream?
We were stuck in that elevator for 5 hours. The oxygen in the elevator ran out and I lost the memory of the events.
Bah! The same claim Mr. Yogi has made.
Hey, you told him to say that, dumbass. Don't even pretend like that's not the case.
Very well. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination, please.
Yes, Your Honor. The DL6 incident. Okay. Let's try that. What was it?
A pistol.
I assume it was the bailiff, Yana Yogi's. The safety must have come off when it fell from its holster.
And you picked it up. What happened next?
Did you know it was a pistol when you threw it?
I think I knew. I knew it was dangerous. But the air was getting so thick.
I panicked. Wouldn't it be that it was getting so thin, though? Because there was no oxygen?
So you're saying that you threw the pistol at Mr. Yogi? I was in a daze.
Later, there was a single gunshot, then a scream. The gun fired once?
Yes.
Yes, I think I threw it after I threw it, I lost consciousness. Since then, they've echoed in my head every day. That gunshot and that horrible scream. Scream. To this day, yes, I can practically hear it now. I doubt I will ever forget that scream as long as I live. There it is. One part of that testimony clearly contradicts the evidence. I don't know what it means. I'd better find out and quick. Let's see. No. Aha! I've got you now, fucker! Not you, Edgeworth, the other one. There it is! Are you sure you only heard one gunshot?
Yes, I'm sure of that. I heard the shot and the scream. Then everything faded. I was unconscious until the rescuers came. I see. No, Your Honor. Unfortunately, you don't. You're blind. Oh, would you look at that? I am. Look at this file one more time. Look at this file one more time. This plainly contradicts the witness's testimony. You do enjoy dragging out that file, don't you? I don't accept this evidence. Unless you can tell us which page it's on. There are literally 3 pages. There are 3. I mean, obviously there's more in the actual game, but like, I'm talking like... Look at the victim data in this file. It says it quite plainly. The murder weapon was fired twice. Miles Edgeworth only heard 1 gunshot, yet the murder weapon was fired twice. The first shot was the accidental firing when the pistol was thrown. So, who fired the remaining shot? Was there perhaps another shooter who fired that second shot? Your Honor, as I'm sure you're aware, this incident occurred 15 years ago. The evidence is dated. The pistol did fire twice. However, we do not know when that second shot was fired. It might have been fired the day before the incident. There was no proof that the second shot had anything to do with this incident. What? I see, I see. You do have a point, Mr. Wright. The murder weapon was fired twice, as we have heard. One of those shots was fired by the defendant, a boy at the time. Do you have any proof that the other shot fired had something to do with the case? Do I? Aha! Yes, I do. Your Honor, I think I'll be able to show you proof. What? Impossible! No, Mr. Von Karma. Save your surprise for after you've seen the evidence. Very well, Mr. Wright. Show us your proof. You have evidence that the second firing of the pistol is related to this incident. Aha. Look at this photograph. It shows a dead guy in an elevator. This is the photograph of the scene of the crime 15 years ago. I can see that the victim lying there is Gregory Edgeworth. This proves the murder weapon fired twice at the time of the incident. This photo proves it. So, let me get this straight. This photo proves 2 shots were fired? Where? Your Honor, please get a clue. Show the judge the contradiction in the photo. As should be obvious, the contradiction is here. I see a bullet hole in the door. Your Honor, Gregory Edgeworth was killed by a shot from the pistol. Yet there was also a bullet hole in the elevator door. We also know the murder weapon was fired twice. Thus, someone other than Edgeworth fired that second shot. Order! Order! Mr. Wright, what are you driving at? It's simple, Your Honor. At the time of the incident, 2 shots were fired. One went into Gregory Edgeworth's heart. The other hit the elevator door. Remember that the defendant lost consciousness after the shot he fired rang out. In conclusion, we must agree that the second shot was fired by someone else. Mr. Wright, who could that someone else be? The murderer, of course. I knew I should have stepped in before your wild fantasies got out of hand. Mr. Wright, look once more at the DL6 incident case file. Look closely. Try the case summary page. Case summary, that's on page 1. Look what is written there. Not a single clue was found on the scene. If the pistol had indeed been fired 2 times, then the other bullet would have been discovered on the scene. He does have a point. That second bullet has never been found. Why? Because the second bullet does not exist. The bullet that claimed Gregory Edgeworth's life was the one fired by his own son. That is the truth of this matter. The whole truth. It was undoubtedly something else that made that bullet hole in the door. Order! I will have order! Mr. Wright has proven one thing to us quite clearly. That the murder weapon was fired twice at the time of the incident. However, as Mr. Von Karma says, the second bullet fired was not found. It is highly unlikely that the police merely overlooked the second bullet. So all we have is the single bullet fired. I'm afraid I have to discount the defense's claim. Tisk, tisk, tisk. I praise the judge for his wisdom in this matter.
Ah, how did this happen? I don't believe that the second bullet doesn't exist. I don't believe that the second bullet didn't exist. Was I wrong? Have I been wrong about this whole incident? What are you doing, Nick? Why aren't you raising an objection? I'm sorry, Maya. What? It looks like I was wrong. Nick, if the second bullet wasn't there, then all of my conjectures are for nothing. No, but you said you'd do it, Nick. You said you'd get Edgeworth declared innocent. I'm sorry. It's just when I saw the photograph, I thought that 2 shots had been fired. I was so certain of it. I thought I'd won. I thought that there was another person, someone else who fired the killing shot. But now, I was wrong to think it could be that simple. This case has stood unsolved for 15 years. Nick.
Well, it seems that we have finally cleared up this incident. Only 1 bullet was found at the scene of the crime. That shot was fired by Miles Edgeworth. Precisely. I would like to ask one thing of Miles Edgeworth before passing my verdict. Have you been paying attention to the trial so far?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you have any objections?
No. No, I do not. Though I will say, why did he try to interrogate the parrot?
So you killed your father, though that was not your intention.
Yes, I did. Oh no. He accepted the guilt.
Very well. The statute of limitations on the murder of Gregory Edgeworth runs out today. Therefore, I must pronounce a verdict on the defendant today, right here. Right now.
Right here, right now. Right here, right now. Right here, right now. I probably completely messed up that melody, but either way.
Indeed. Does anyone have any objections?
I've been here before. It's just like my first day in court. There were so many things I should know, but there were so many things I know I should be saying. But my mind's gone blank. I can't find the words.
Mr. Wright?
I have an objection. Your Honor. I object.
Tisk, tisk, tisk. Mr. Wright, on what grounds do you object,
Nick? I don't know. His case is perfect. Oh no. Ah! It must exist. The second bullet. What? What did you just say? Nothing. The second bullet must exist. But where? Someone took it.
It seems waiting is not going to produce us any answers from Mr. Wright.
Wait, Your Honor. The second bullet, it existed.
What? But we've just heard proof that it did not exist.
I realize that, Your Honor. I'm really grasping here. It's just someone took it from the scene of the crime. That's what happened. But
Who? The murderer. The murderer. The murderer. Then tell us, just who is this murderer?
I'm still thinking about that one.
So the criminal took the second bullet. Huh? First of all, how would they have found it? It's not easy to find a stray bullet, Mr. Wright. Is there some pressing need for the murderer to search for that bullet?
Didn't need it. Why would the murderer have spent the time to look for the stray bullet?
I haven't got a clue. What's wrong, Mr. Wright? The murderer had no reason to take that bullet. You don't want to admit it, but it's true.
Had to take it. The murderer, what does that mean? You're thinking too normal. Think crazy. Don't think why the bullet was taken. Think why the bullet had to be taken.
Mr. Wright?
Yes, Your Honor. I have no idea what I'm doing. Well, the murderer had no intention of taking the bullet from the scene, but, the murderer had to take the bullet.
Had to, Mr. Wright? What do you mean?
Well, for instance, what? Maybe the bullet, hit the murderer?
The bullet hit the murderer?
Just saying, for instance, I mean, if it hit you, you would have to take it with you, wouldn't you? It's not like you could just perform surgery right there. You know? Wait a second. I was just talking off the top of my head, but what if that's really what happened? Holy shit, I forgot that's how this happened.
Let me get this straight. So at the time of the murderer himself was shot. And they left with the second bullet still inside of them. Thus leaving only one bullet at the scene of the crime.
Yes, I guess that's how it would work. Yes.
But there's a problem with that. The other two people rescued from that elevator, Miles Edgeworth and Yanni Yogi, were both unharmed. So that would mean...
The murderer came from outside, yes. Phoenix is just talking out of his ass at this point, but it's just so good. The two men fight inside the elevator. Trying to stop them, the boy picks up the pistol at his feet and throws it. The pistol discharges and the bullet goes through the elevator door and hits the murderer outside. The boy loses consciousness. Then the murderer opens the elevator door and sees the men inside.
Mr. Wright, you are truly the most unpredictable defense attorney I've ever known.
Thank you.
I can tell you're grasping, yet I cannot deny the possibility of what you say. What are you saying? Deny it! Deny it! No one involved with the incident was wounded. There was no murderer.
No one was wounded at the time of the incident. He's right. I can't think of anyone. Hey, Nick. Huh? I just thought of something really crazy.
Crazy?
Remember what Mr. Grossberg said yesterday?
Gregory Edgeworth dealt a blow to his perfect trial record.
Wow.
It must have been quite a shock for Von Karma. He took a vacation for several months after that, you see. Yes, an unusual event for the man. It was the first and the last vacation he's taken in the many years of prosecution. He has many years of prosecuting.
What if Von Karma didn't take that vacation because of shock, but took it because he was injured? Which would mean... It could only mean one thing. He was the murderer in the DL6 incident! He was the man who shot Gregory Edgeworth. It was Von Karma! Oh, man!
Something wrong, Mr. Wright? You seem dazed.
No, Your Honor.
Well, you have indicated the possibility that the murderer came from outside. Could you give us the name of your suspect?
Uh-oh. Should I come out and say it now? Yeah. Your Honor, there was a suspect. One lone suspect.
Well, this is certainly interesting news. Very well, Mr. Wright. Who is your suspect?
My hands are shaking. What? V from Cyberpunk.
Von Karma. Von Karma? The judge is whacked out of his fucking mind. Just look at... just the sheer concept of all this. My god. The judge has probably never seen such wild shit in his entire life. This is part of why I think this is one of the best cases in the entire series. It's just so Ace Attorney, you know? This is everything I hope for the series, you know?
You mean the Von Karma, the prosecutor, the one standing right over there? Bah. You don't object? I see no need. Why honor this ridiculous outburst with my objection?
Because you took a vacation for several months starting the day after the incident. Yet you pride yourself on a perfect record. Why would you take such a long vacation without any reason?
So you're claiming that I took a vacation to heal my injury from the incident? Fascinating. Prove it. I would have needed surgery, no? Where did I go into the knife at, Mr. Wright? Bring the doctor that operated on me. Have him testify.
Nick, let's find out who his doctor is. Let's find out who his doctor is.
It's no use. Edgeworth. I know Von Karma. Perhaps too well. He's perfect. He wouldn't leave clues. He probably didn't undergo surgery. That would leave a doctor as a witness. Nobody's that perfect.
So what, Nick? Did Von Karma pull the bullet out by himself? That's insane.
No. He couldn't have. You can't just pull out bullets. You can't just pull bullets out of yourself. Wait. What does that mean? The bullet has to be somewhere, but where?
Tisk. Well, Mr. Wright, can you produce evidence to prove that I was shot?
All right, Von Karma, I'll prove it. And I'll even use evidence. I know how you like it so much.
What? What?
The evidence that proves Von Karma was shot is... Von Karma's perfect. He wouldn't risk surgery leaving an evidence trail. So then, I ask, where is that bullet now? I think it unlikely that Von Karma performed surgery on himself.
You don't mean...
I do. There is the possibility that the bullet is still inside Von Karma.
Is that even possible? For all these years?
Well, there's one way to find out. We could use this metal detector. Well, Von Karma, I'm going to run this over you and see what I find. And see what we find.
I refuse. You refuse? But refusing this means... You acknowledge that the bullet isn't still inside you. You acknowledge that the bullet is still inside you. Order! Order! Order!
Your Honor, the defense requests that we be allowed to use the metal detector.
Judge, I call for a suspension of this trial. This is an invasion of privacy.
The statute of limitations runs out in this case today. It was you who said we had to end it right here, right now.
Enough! I permit the use of the metal detector. Mr. Von Karma, you will submit yourself to testing.
Nick, what does this mean? I don't know. But we have to give it a shot. Heh. That's a good one. It reacted. Something's in his right shoulder. Something's inside his right shoulder. The bullet. Mr. Von Karma. You. It was you.
I was afraid this would happen, and so I remained silent. Indeed, there is a bullet in my shoulder. However, it has nothing to do with this incident.
Ah, quick on your feet there, Von Karma.
What? I was shot in the shoulder long before the DL6 incident. I claim that the bullet in my shoulder is no relation to DL6.
Ah.
But Mr. Von Karma, can you prove that?
Prove?
I have no obligation to prove anything. It is Mr. Wright who must prove something here, not I.
Mr. Wright? Well, can you prove it? Can you prove that the bullet in Von Karma's shoulder was from DL6? Indeed, I can.
Of course he can't. You don't have any of the DL6 evidence.
It's because you took it out of the records room yesterday.
With no proof, you cannot convict me of any crime. So sorry, Mr. Wright.
No. I'm the one who's sorry, Von Karma. Mr. Von Karma.
What? What?
You were close. One day away from freedom. But you see, I have proof.
What?
Who would have thought you would dig your own grave trying to convict Edgeworth? I can link that bullet in your shoulder to the DL6 incident. And here's my final proof.
That's... a bullet? Where did you get that?
This is the bullet used in the DL6 incident. This is the bullet used in the DL6 incident. This was taken from the heart of the victim, Mr. Gregory Edgeworth. The bullet is preserved quite nicely with all the ballistic markings intact.
Ballistic markings?
Ballistic markings? You may recall the term. You may recall the term. It came up in the first trial 2 days ago.
Ballistic markings are the fingerprints of a weapon. All bullets fired from a gun are marked with that weapon's unique pattern. By examining the markings, you can tell which weapon fired the bullet. It's quite accurate.
We have 2 bullets in our possession. One, the bullet removed from Gregory Edgeworth's heart. The other, Mr. Von Karma, is the bullet buried in your shoulder. We could analyze both bullets. Then, if the markings matched, we would know that both of the bullets had been fired from the same gun. The very same pistol, in other words, the murder weapon that killed Gregory Edgeworth. Mr. Von Karma, you will let us remove the bullet from your shoulder. Then we'll compare the ballistic markings to those in this bullet. And solve this case once and for all. Well, Mr. Von Karma?
That scream. I've heard that scream before. Wait. I know.
Help, I can't. Oh, I did this part, so that's. Yeah, I'll just. That. Spare my throat. Is that really my air? Get away! Get away from my father! Bang.
It's that scream I heard in the elevator. 15 years ago. Von Karma, it was you who screamed.
Yeah, now you're pointing in the right direction.
Mr. Von Karma? You would defy me. So, it was you. You and your father are my curse. Your father shamed me with a penalty on my record. And you left a scar on my shoulder that would never fade. I'll bury you. I'll bury you with my bare hands. Death.
I was hitting the red there. Damn. 15 years earlier.
Chief Prosecutor, I am sorry.
Von Karma, it's not like you to make this kind of error. Never would have thought that Edgeworth would be the one to catch you.
I was careless.
I'm sorry, but you will have to be penalized. I've covered for you in the past, but not this time.
Edgeworth. was a shock like none I had ever known. Me? Paralyzed? It took hours for me to regain my composure. Suddenly, I found myself in the darkness. I was in the court records room. I must have wandered in there without thinking where I was going. The room was pitch black. The lights must have gone out. I went out into the hall and felt my way to the elevator. I pressed the button, but nothing happened. Then there was a noise. I was in pain, a horrible burning pain in my shoulder. Just then, the lights came back on. The elevator door opened before my eyes. I saw 3 people inside, all lying unconscious from oxygen deprivation. Much to my surprise, a pistol lay at my feet. I knew then, it was destiny. In his last moments, Gregory Edgeworth was still unconscious. He died, never knowing who had shot him. Later, he spoke to a medium, blaming Mr. Yogi. He was fooled. It was the perfect crime. Tisk. Who would have thought that another man would have come to open that elevator door? Judge! What? What are you doing? Do your job. Bring an end to this miserable charade. Now, end it. Very well. It appears that we have come to a very long way to the end of this maze. 15 years later. Mr. Miles Edgeworth? Yes, Your Honor. You were innocent. You are innocent.
Well, he still accidentally shot Von Karma, but Von Karma killing his dad kind of outweighs that a little bit.
As you said, it was all a nightmare.
Yes, Your Honor.
This court finds the defendant, Mr. Miles Edgeworth. That is all. This court is adjourned.
December 28th, 5:38 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 2. Nick, we did it! Did you see his face? Von Karma looked even paler than usual. He's pretending to be all cool, but inside you crushed him, Nick. Crushed! I gotta say, I'm impressed. It was pretty close, though. I was sure we had it. I was sure we'd had it. I know, I was on the verge of tears the whole time myself. But now it's all just a good memory. So, it's finally over, Edgeworth.
Right.
Yeah?
I'm not sure how to say this.
I know. By saying thank you.
I see. Thank you, right.
You're welcome. I think you could have done better than that.
Sorry, I'm not good at this sort of thing.
You got a lot to learn, Edgeworth. Just now you're there. Whoa! Amazing, pal! You pulled through just like I thought you would. I'll never forget this. I owe you one, pal. And tonight, let's party. Dinner's on me. Yeah, my salary went down a bit this month. But who cares? See, Mr. Edgeworth? You should take a lesson from Detective Gumshoe. That's how you say thank you.
I see, yes.
Whoa!
I feel foolish.
Don't worry. Take it a little at a time. You'll get used to it.
It's been 15 years since I've seen Edgeworth this unguarded.
Hey, y'all. Lotta! Y'all getting there.
Thank you.
Yo, Edgeworth, congrats.
Thank you all very much.
I knew you were innocent from the start, no, of course. I knew you were innocent from the start, of course. Just look at you. You wouldn't stick your hand in the cookie jar even if no one was there.
You were the witness on the first day of the trial, weren't you?
Yeah, well, let bygones be bygones, eh?
Speaking of which, how are you doing now, Lotta? Who, me? I went back to college. I gave up trying to be an investigative photographer pretty quick. It's been like 2 days. Actually, wait, we saw you yesterday. What do you mean? Or like 2 days ago. How are you already back in college? Really? That's too bad. Huh? Isn't that the hot dog guy from the park? Uh-huh. It's over, Nick. My life is over. Why the sad face, Larry? What happened now? Oh, Nick. I'm not long for this world. You don't look sick. It's Beyonce. She's gonna live in Paris. Paris, Nick. She's leaving me behind. Should have seen that coming. Yo, Edgy, there you are.
Yes, here I am.
Congrats, Edgy. Here's a little gift from me in celebration.
Celebration? That's unusual for you.
Harry Butts, you come along tonight too. My treat, pal. Thanks. Looking forward to it. Yo, Nick. That's the suit that questioned me. When he says treat, that's not police talk for prison food, right? Right?
I think you'll be fine, Larry. Right.
Yeah? What's up?
That envelope that Larry gave me. It's got money in it.
Well, yeah, that's not that strange. People give money away to celebrate sometimes.
It's $38, right?
Huh. What a weird amount. It's not a little, but it's not a lot either.
$38 exactly?
Nick! Wasn't that exactly the amount of lunch money that was stolen from Mr. Edgeworth in school?
$38?
No. No, Larry, it was you!
What are you so surprised about, right? Huh? Larry was absent that day from school, right? That doesn't automatically rule him out as a suspect.
What?
Think back to that day 15 years ago. Larry took the day off, but he was bored, so he came into school anyway. Then he saw the money lying there, and the rest is history.
It never was good at history. Yeah.
Edgeworth, you didn't know, did you? I suspected. I just couldn't picture Larry protecting you like he did that day. Everyone else was saying that you did it. Everyone else was saying you did it. The whole class was against you, remember?
Yeah.
Too well. Right, you may not know this, but we used to have a saying back in school. When something smells, it's usually the butts.
I know.
Really, right? I'm surprised you didn't figure it out.
Well, this year is an unexpected turn of events, huh?
Edgeworth.
You should have told me! No, Nick, it was 15 years ago. Don't you think the statute of limitations has run out, Mr. Edgeworth?
My father died, Maya. I'd say so, yes.
There you have it. Where does that leave me? I've become a defense attorney because of what you two did.
Well, you have always been something of an insufferable emotionalist.
Yeah, and you got worked up too easily, too. The death sentence for both of you! And only I'd known I'd become a prosecutor!
The same goes for me, only the other way around. For the longest time, I thought that I might have killed my own father. I thought I might be a criminal. I became a prosecutor in part to punish myself. If I had known the truth, I might have become a defense attorney after all. Edgeworth. Want to switch, right?
Hey, y'all, line up. I'll take a photo. Hey, photo time. Let's go.
And after that, dinner on me.
I feel like Edgeworth should pay, honestly.
Detective Gumshoe took us out in the town that night. We celebrated Edgeworth's newfound freedom. Even though Edgeworth himself was still in detention.
Well, I mean, he should be let go at that point, shouldn't he?
December 29th, 5:02 a.m., right in co-law offices.
Whoa, I went a little overboard yesterday.
Yeah, it hurts. Huh? It's still only 5 o'clock. Maybe I should go back to sleep, but... Huh? What's this? A letter?
Good morning, Nick. You were really impressive yesterday. Seeing you made me think about what I'm doing here. I'm a spirit medium, in training, of course. I wanted to help Mr. Edgeworth, too. I wanted to help you, but I couldn't. I was useless. So I've decided to go back to my training. I'll become a full-fledged spirit medium for starters. I couldn't say it to your face, so I left this letter. Goodbye, Nick. Goodbye? What time is it? Gah, the first trains for the mountains have already left. The first trains for the mountain have already left. To the station.
On your bike, Nick. On your bike. In a full suit.
I guess I'm too late.
Hey! Nick! Maya!
So, you're leaving?
Yeah. It's hard being a spirit medium who can't talk to spirits. And I think you'll do fine without me, Nick. Be good, okay? Wait! What?
I never could have saved Edgeworth without your help.
Huh?
On the last day of the trial, I heard her. I heard Mia's voice.
You heard my sister?
Yes, only her voice, but still. It was at the very end when I thought we'd lost everything. It was at the very end when I thought we'd lost everything.
Well, that's my sister for you. Detective Gumshoe helped, and Mr. Grossberg, and even Larry. I'm the only one who couldn't help. I was useless, Nick.
But you were the one who stopped Von Karma, Maya.
I didn't do anything. All I did was wander around in a daze.
Sorry, but I have evidence that you helped.
Evidence?
There we go.
A bullet?
Von Karma was convinced he had taken all of the evidence pertaining to DL6. But you were the one who rescued the last piece of evidence we needed. This was the bullet that put an end to Von Karma. Ironically, not in the way that it killed him, but, you know. And you were the one who gave it to me.
Nick.
Thanks, Maya. I couldn't have done it without you.
I'll be back soon.
Huh?
I'm going to complete my training and come back.
Okay. I'll be waiting.
Of course you will. You can't run that office by yourself. You're hopeless.
I don't know about that.
So, this is it.
See you soon, Maya.
I love Ace Attorney. It's just such a great series.
Thanks, Nick.
And so my story ends. Time to turn a new page. And say goodbye to the novice defense attorney that I once was. Now a new story begins. With the same old crazy cast of characters. Huh. Don't think you've graduated yet, amateur. Mr. Wright, perhaps you'd like to rethink that claim. Yes, Your Honor. Oh, I got a bad feeling about this.
Oh yeah, Shu Takumi, you did a good-ass job.
Hey, pal. Mr. Edgeworth came down from the precinct and wished me a Happy New Year. Talk about a pleasant surprise.
Whoop! Detective Gumshoe!
Then he hung his head and low and went right back outside. Kinda like he was embarrassed at something. Strange, huh?
Kumiko Suikane, you did great on the graphics.
Huh? Nick?
I haven't seen him lately.
Who, me?
I've been working out at the cheese shop. That Misty's a real nice lady, but she's not exactly what you'd call a cheap date. Yeah. Oh, she's in Hawaii right now, yeah. Eh. Graphics, Tatsuro Iwamoto. Tatsuro Iwamoto, you did a good job too.
Who? Right? Yeah, I remember him. He always been busy lately. You know, not to ring my own bell, but I sort of taught him everything he knows.
In a manner of speaking, that's correct.
I'm sure he's grateful.
In a manner of speaking, technically, that is true. Noriyuki Otani, good job. Didn't notice any bugs.
Phoenix, right? The defense attorney for whom I wrote that affidavit for, yes. You should know I've taken over management of the Gatewater Hotel recently. Should you be in the area, please stop by.
Masakatsu Endo, good job.
Oh, it's you. Phoenix, right? Ah, yes, he's a news story, was he not? I wonder how he's been doing. Haven't seen him of late. The days of my youth. Like the scent of fresh lemon, you see.
I have no idea what he means by that, but whatever. Masakazu Sugimori. If they're the one who wrote Cornered, by God. Or even just the other themes, honestly, this game has some fantastic music.
Phoenix, right? Is he an actor? Well, I'm not buying it. You can't be a star with a name like Phoenix. You know that they're finally putting some hammers on the DVD's box set. I'm supposed to keep all together. Blah, 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 blah.
Atsushi Mori. Good job in sound effects, Atsushi Mori. I'm pleased to announce the Pink Princess is a hit. I sure owe that Mr. Wright a great deal. I want to keep my face out of the public eye till the show's over. I wouldn't want to ruin any kids' dreams, you know? Yeah, I like that they say the same cast of characters even though that most of them don't show up again. Hiroshi Nakaya and Ayumi Terada did great in publicity. I heard of the game, so yeah.
Oh, I got a letter from Maya the other day. Sounds like she caught a cold standing under a waterfall.
Huh.
I wanted to visit but didn't have time, so I sent her some Pink Princess trading cards. She says she can't buy them where she is.
What kind of place is she living at anyway? Manual Yumiko Ichida. I didn't really use it, but I'm sure it's good.
Right? Who's that? You want to talk? Let's talk Pink Princess, alright? But, you know, I snuck into the studio the other day, and I saw her, the one inside the Pink Princess suit. What a dog! It was kind of a shock for a boy my tender age.
That's a little rude. Atsushi Inaba. Atsushi Inaba. Good job, producer Atsushi Inaba.
Yeah, I remember right. What a great guy. Huh? Me? I'm in the middle, trying to become a paranormal photographer. You know that picture I took of everyone? Well, just behind them, there's this ghost. For real. Now that's talent. I'm gonna be famous.
Executive producer Shinji Mikami. I didn't realize he was a part of this. Yeah, that's good stuff. Shinji Mikami. That's a name I've heard before. Probably from this. Oh shit, there actually was a ghost. Mia! I love this game. Capcom. A brand new episode has been added. Well, everyone, that's where I'm going to end off this stream. We finally finished Turnabout Goodbyes, and now we're on the extra case, which will probably be a while. I kind of want to put a little bit more time between this and that, and obviously I'm going to be playing God of War Ragnarok a lot, so, you know, it'll be here and there. Either way, everyone, I have been Arrowhead, your favorite Android VTuber, and this has been another fantastic Phoenix Wright stream. My next stream is on Sunday, with more Cyberpunk 2077. Still playing that. Still enjoy it. I had a lot of fun today, guys. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoyed. Have a lovely morning, day, or evening. And goodbye for now.